And hello again, Twitch. I'm back. It's been another awesome week. I hope the first full week of January and the first full week of this new year went by so well for all of you. It was a little rough for me, but I'm here and I didn't go to jail, so things are looking up. Whew. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. It's going to be a fun one, but I think I'm going to keep you in suspense just a little bit while longer. I'm just going to come out first with a PSA. Don't get old. It's a trap. Okay? I'm sliding on the downhill slope to my 30s, screaming and clawing at the ground, and doing my best. Because the 30s are going to be great. I know that. But my body is already like 80 years old. I was sitting down earlier before stream, getting all my stuff ready, and I just leaned over to pick something up off the ground. Just normal, casual. I had to kind of reach a little bit down. I couldn't just like lean down and get it. I had to stretch down a little bit. It's totally normal for someone like me. Threw my whole shoulder, arm out, pinched a nerve, did something. I don't even know. Like, I was in tears just from leaning over and picking something up off the ground from a seated position. It's gone away now. I'm good. But don't get old. Just don't get old, because then you do something stupid like sneeze and throw your back out, cough and throw your back out, lean over to pick something up and throw your shoulder out. It really sucks. This is why I do things that allow me to sit down and stay there. So, just, thank your lucky stars. Thank whatever deity you believe in. If your body is healthy and strong and does not betray you when you lean over to pick up a piece of paper off the ground innocently. Because, it sucks. A lot. Oh. Honestly, I could probably talk forever, or I could not talk at all. It's kind of the mood that I'm in tonight. So, I will just kind of give y'all an update on some of the stuff I talked about last week, and then we'll get into what we're doing this evening. So, last week, if you were here, or you've seen the VOD, there was technical issues everywhere with these games that were not supposed to be. So, pretty much, I have determined through long, arduous hours of research, and by that, I mean making my husband look into it for me, I'm probably not going to be able to play those games until I can get a second computer to port into this one. The games are just that old that the idea of secondary monitors and streaming capabilities, things like that, the resolution that this computer runs on, all of that was just completely unknown when these games were made, and they do not like it. They can be played, just not on dual monitors and not while streaming. So, that's going to have to wait until I get my dream computer build, which is at this point just a dream. So, no Barbie, no Build-A-Lot, for now. So that sucks. But games that I know will work, I will be playing. So there may be a few, like, first time playing X, Y, or Z coming up in the future. Because have y'all seen some of the deals on Steam that have been happening since, like, Thanksgiving? I got 2 games the other day for less than $6. Like, total. So, we're going to be having a lot of fun with games no matter what. And we'll get to this too when we can. Wow. It feels kind of good to say that. Like, it really sucked not getting to play those last week. And I really wanted to show them off. And I really wanted to kind of dive back into that nostalgia. But it's just not going to happen, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. And it's kind of amazing that I can even get those old games to run at all. Whew. Now, as for the goals that I set last week, I started working on one of them, one that I knew was pretty achievable and something that I definitely wanted to do. Started working on making some scene transitions. They're not quite ready yet. I only just started working on it like yesterday and putting it together. But pretty soon I'm going to have snazzy scene transitions, and I'm also working on a paused screen if I need to take a break from the stream real quick. I'm also going to have that I'm working on, kind of halfway done with that as well. So I'm getting there. We're only a couple weeks into the new year. And like I've said before, I do work full time outside of the home as well. So me having the spare time to do these things is pretty limited. Oh, I am so glad to be back here. I've been kind of playing around with all sorts of stuff, adding in my logo and my frame, making things look a little better. This new angle is really doing it for me. I feel like I'm actually looking at all of you, and I feel like I actually look good, and I don't have these weird, stupid angles going on. So things are just getting so much better. All right, one more quick note before we get into things. In case you have not heard, 20-something loser and Joe TG, I always get his name wrong. I can read it, but I can't process it. But anyway, his name is Joe, and he has a G on the end of it. I'm sorry, Joe. I adore you. I promise. I just can't remember your name because I have the memory of a gnat. They are hosting a Stardew Valley Streamer Awards. So if you follow any Stardew Valley content creator that just makes your life awesome, make sure you go and vote. Vote. There's tons of different categories, so you can spread the love out, or you can just straight vote for one person that you want to win the award. I tweeted out the link on my Twitter, and Leah's been posting it, a 20-something loser, on hers as well. So hit up their social medias, hit up their streams. Make sure you get in and vote. This first round of voting ends on January the 14th, I believe. And this is kind of the basic nominations stage, free for all, putting in names. So I've already put mine in. I'm probably going to go back and put some more in, actually, because there's a few categories I left blank. So make sure that you do that before that time comes up. Speaking of Twitter, one more little segue. I promise I'm actually going to play games tonight. But I've been tweaking the commands and working with Nightbot again. So the commands should be working better. They're a little bit more updated, and there's a few more that have been added. I even gave Break their own special command and have absolutely not run it by them at all. So I don't even know if it's what they want, if it's accurate. I don't know. But I made it anyway because let's face it, they're the reason why you're here, right? It's definitely not me. So anyway, you got fun, snazzy commands. The pronouns command is updated. We have other commands for other future uses going on. We're getting better slowly but surely with all this streaming stuff. So, on the agenda tonight, I'm so excited about this. So, I like running speedruns casually. It's definitely fun to really put the sweat in and try for a world record or try to make the leaderboards. But I like just seeing how fast I can do stuff because it's fun. I see you, Break. I see you playing with it. But I thought tonight I would just kind of run through some, get kind of my head around different routes, things like that. I have a few little speed runs. We're going to speed run the boiler room. We're going to speed run. I'm going to do the Hat Mouse speed run. Speed running, friending the wizard to get into the shrine. So the goal is to get into the shrine and change appearance. Maybe some others. And if I get bored of that, I'm probably going to go in and screw around with some shed and house decorating things that I've been playing around with. I have some random files strictly for that purpose that I'm thinking about playing around with. So, but there's a catch. Because we all know that speedrunning takes focus. You've got to focus on what you're doing and the task at hand. So naturally, I'm going to have Break asking me questions. We're doing a Q&A and speedruns at the same time. And me, who can't focus on one thing, is going to have to focus on two things at a time. It's going to be an absolute train wreck. And I'm so excited for it. Oh, I am so glad. And just to put a shout out into the universe, I played a round of Fall Guys the other night because their new event is super, super cool, but it's for people who have friends, and not only do I not have that many friends, I don't have that many friends that play Fall Guys. But I jumped in anyway, jumped into the squads, and went and played around, and I had the best squad I've ever had, bar none. So, the three of you with your half and half blue and red little beans that were extremely cracked, you know who you are. I'm not repeating some of your names because I don't know how in the world you got these around Epic and Mediatonix filters, because your names were a little bit like a 12-year-old boy made them, but that's okay. You know who you are. Cracked. We absolutely killed it and totally earned that crown. So, you three out in the sphere, and trust me, only men could have come up with these names. So I know you were guys. I know you were guys. Just wanted to say thank you because it was awesome. And then after the event, you know, you lose connection with these people. So maybe one day they're out in the sphere. Anywho's, this microphone is, oh, it never feels like it's in a good spot, but if I can't be heard, just let me know. Alrighty, I probably should have had some music on at some point, but I'm still trying to figure out the whole, like, volume issue with that. That's, again, something on my list. My list is way too long for somebody that works full time. Hello. I see that Break is already in our little chat. Haha.
Hello.
Yay! There's the lovely. I am trying to adjust your volume, and it is not letting me adjust your volume. It's making me mad.
Let me know if I need to talk to test my... I have to use my work mic, and it's awful, so I apologize if my shit is scuffed.
That's fine. This actually sounds a lot better than the one you were using before, so...
Yeah, that was... It's like 6 years old. It's like an old like Xbox mic thing. It's bad. I think it finally gave out because I was testing it today and I could not hear my voice.
Yeah, that one was, it was going out pretty bad, but you sound a lot better now, and everyone's favorite human is here and live and in person. I don't know why I said that like that, but it's been a long day. Alright, so first I gotta get going on actually making myself a save file to do these with. Oh my god, I know what shirt I want to wear now to actually start having a custom character, but it takes a second to get there. That's not even the shirt. That's the shirt. Never mind, I can't count. Ah, I keep doing that. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on my character real quick.
So weird watching the stream and hearing you in Discord because there's a delay, so like your mouth is not moving in time to what I'm hearing.
That's fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. There we go. That'll do. So,
Also, I apologize. I'm gonna mute whenever I'm not talking just because this picks up background noise horrendously.
That's completely fine. You're good, and you know I'll be talking my head off anyway. I have no choice. Alright. So, these are not necessarily official speedruns because I haven't even done any research into routes for these. Not a single solitary bit of research. So, we're just gonna have to do what we can here. I'm just gonna figure it out and have fun, but I am going to set my timer just because. And go through all of the usual steps. And you know, I am going to get a dog. Even though I'm probably gonna say no to the dog. I haven't decided yet. So, I'm gonna say go, make the timer start. We hope I remember my hotkey, because as of right now I don't. Yeah, okay. I do remember my hotkey. Never mind. say go, start the timer, and that's also when the questions can begin, after I adjust the volume, because currently Stardew is screaming in my ears, and I don't know why it's so loud. Anywho, Boiler Room is gonna come first. So we're at 3, 2, 1, go.
Am I starting questions now?
Yes, you can start questions now.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Awesome.
My ADHD is going crazy right now. I missed what you said when I was supposed to start.
It's completely fine. You can start basically like whenever.
Okay, let me spin my wheel.
Alright,
first question. What song would serve to summarize your personality and why?
Oh, good God. Oh, shit. Since I could be here all night thinking about this question, I'm gonna revert back to 17-year-old me's college application. And I used Leave Out All the Rest by Linkin Park. Because I was a very angsty 17-year-old who thought extremely highly of herself and of her value to society. And felt that my value to society was underappreciated. So I was like, oh, just let me be remembered for the good things that I did and not the bad things that I did and yada yada yada. I was 17. Why was I thinking about that? But honestly, still probably a true statement from me, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Leave Out All the Rest, whatever the heck it's called, by Linkin Park. I think that sounds about right.
Linkin Park, you can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely not. Rest in peace, Chester. I miss you.
I probably should have asked you more about how I was supposed to be doing this. Am I just keep going with the questions, or should I wait?
I'm gonna leave that up to you. I mean, I didn't even really, like, fully figure out everything I was gonna do. I am going to give myself 3 passes, just in case there's a question I'm not feeling. But that's it, and that's 3 for the duration of this whole Q&A thing. So you can take a break in between if you want. If I need one, I'll let you know. But as far as I'm concerned, you can keep going.
Okay, hold on. Let me readjust my screens here, because I want to be able to see what you're doing on stream and also see what my wheel is doing.
Oh, I don't actually need to chop this tree down. Huh? Oh well, I've already
You'd
started.
think I'd be better organized with 3 monitors.
I know, but this is you we're talking about. Sorry, that was a little bit mean.
No, that is 100% justified information. It's true. It's factual. All right, let me spin again.
Alright, so since this is Boiler Room, we're gonna have to go to the mines. So I'm just gonna go to sleep. I definitely shouldn't move my bed, but like I said, I'm not really focusing on this right now.
Alright, next question. Who was the first YouTuber or streamer you remember watching?
Ooh. First YouTuber? Honestly, I kind of started doing the whole YouTube watching streamers thing around the same time I started watching pretty much any streamer. So I remember Millennial Life Crisis, aka Monica Church. She was one that I started watching because I started watching her travel videos, and back in like 2019, I think. Before that, honestly, who knows? Oh, Stone Owl, nice. And as for Stardew Valley streamers, I kind of started watching a lot of Stardew Valley people all around the same time. But the first one whose streams I really started watching with regularity was Unsurpassable Z. Same guy who did Stardew Valley Trials, Stardew Valley Cup, all that fun stuff. And then also there's a flight attendant named Kat Nesbitt that I follow as well. She doesn't really stream, but she does do a lot of YouTubing and things like that. And I totally lost count of the rain days. I was trying to count how many days of rain I'm getting, and I have no idea.
See, this is make this speedrun challenging, because you have to focus on my questions and also what you're doing in the game.
Yes, and I can't focus on what I'm doing in the game, period. Like, if there's nothing else going on, I can't focus on the game. So, I don't even know.
Alright, let's see what we got next. Alright, because there's like a lot of questions. So I figure even if I did like one a minute, it would probably last a while, so.
Oh yeah, there's a ton. And like if you want to make up a question that you don't think is on the list, that's also fine for me. Alright, I'm gonna sleep one more day and then I'll have to water probably the next two. Oh, I'm getting a rain day. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance and just water tomorrow.
Alright. What is the best gift you ever received?
Ooh. Maybe I should have clarified with myself, like, in these questions. Because I'm sitting here like, is this like a metaphorical gift? Like an experience or something like that? Or like an actual gift? Like a physical
You could do both.
item? I would say physical gift would probably be my puppy that I got when I was, Christmas before I turned 6.
Oh wait, are you talking about... Am I allowed to say her name?
Yes, you can say her name.
Is it Joy?
Yes.
Oh.
My best friend in the entire world. That was the best dog ever for 15 and a half years. And absolutely the best dog. You know, I was very young, definitely, to have a pet, but it was by far and away the best thing that ever happened to me. My baby. As far as like experience, this is so cheesy, but it's true. Was probably meeting you last year. I hate that I have to say last year now. But highlight of my life, 10 out of 10.
Aww. That makes me happy. That was so much fun.
That was the absolute best. Best human award forever and eternity and all time.
It just blows my mind how not awkward it was. I thought it was gonna be so weird.
I was so nervous. I was like, I'm gonna want to go home within like an hour because the awkwardness is gonna be so bad. And then you just arrived and I was like, wait a second, this is not awkward. This is great. So yes, coolest person ever award. So yeah, that was kind of a gift to ourselves too, which almost made it better. I guess that's one thing about adulting that I'll put up with the back sprains and everything else is that, yeah, I do have adult money to do adult things. Like travel across the country and meet amazing people.
Don't worry, Eclipse Trip 2024.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait for that. Oh, I need to actually save some forageables because
Which the other trip was great. And it is one of my favorite memories. But holy shit, I'm sorry, holy crap, I was in so much pain. So much pain. It was worth it, but I was sore for weeks.
100% worth it, but I don't think I fully have recovered from that, actually. I really think that I'm still on the verge of death after walking that much at Disney. I should probably clarify for viewers that we went to Disney together and walked 90 gazillion miles for 5 days.
To clarify further, I am a shut-in. I do not walk. I work at home. I probably walk to my kitchen and my bathroom, and that's about it per day.
Yeah, and
so I was about to die.
Yeah, I move a little bit, like, because I mean, I go to work and I'm on my feet a lot there, but in terms of exercise and steps per day, no, I don't go through all of that. So yeah, lots and lots of excruciating pain. It was fabulous. I would do it again a million times, but I think sitting on my butt watching an eclipse is going to be a million times better. Oh, because that was brutal. Anyway, I'm just sleeping at the moment if you want to. Wow, stone owl and a meteor. Bro.
Is your favorite Netflix show?
Oh, well, I don't really have Netflix, just gonna be honest, but like my favorite streaming show of any, I guess, any streaming thing, it does change periodically depending on what I'm into, but I'm currently watching NCIS right now and loving it. And Avatar: The Last Airbender is now available on streaming services, so that's obviously gonna be a choice, an absolute choice. I mean, that's probably my favorite show ever of all time.
Was that the one that got you into that? I can't remember.
It was a combination of you and then some of our other friends like borderline bullying me into it. I'd always wanted to watch the show. It wasn't like I didn't want to, but I just didn't. So,
I'm glad you did. You ended up getting more into it than I did.
oh yeah, it's
Kind of like
fun.
Stardew.
It's a problem. It's a I don't know how to do anything less than 150%, and it's a problem sometimes, but it's also really great sometimes. I just go through different obsessions around and around. Oh, God, I forgot what day I need to go out. I think I can go out tomorrow. Okay. Lost a
How
tree.
long can you go without bathing?
Ooh. I prefer not to go very long if I can help it. But I have gone a week. Actually, it may have been over a week. Because I had the flu, and I didn't feel like existing, much less bathing or moving. So I think it was like 8 or 9 days, and it was around Christmas, and finally my mom was like, if you feel good enough to go to Christmas at Grandma's because you're not contagious anymore, you're gonna have to have a bath. Like, my hair had started to form, like, not like dreadlocks, but these weird things because I had so much, like, in my hair. It was so disgusting and weird and gross. But yeah, I guess about, I think it was like 8 or 9 days, but normally I try not to go more than a few days just because my sensory issues start making me freak out, and I'm like, please, please make it stop. That's such a weird question. I left that one in there because it was weird, but it's such a weird question. Oh my god, let me out of here. Where's my cabin? Please. Please. Unhand me. Oh my god. Where
Next
am I?
one. What is one thing you will never do again?
Ooh. I will never again date a redhead. There's a long story behind that, and I will not be getting into it. Oh shit, I really need to put this stuff away. No I don't. What am I doing?
I might have to ask you about that off stream.
You can totally ask me about that off stream. I will tell you. But I just, no, I don't talk about it except with very, very few people in my life. So, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I'm just curious about it. But yeah, you don't have to tell me about it, but I won't bring it up right now.
Shit, I don't have a daffodil. I may have already fucked myself up. But you know what? I don't really care. We are gonna go to the mines today. I also thought of something else I needed to do.
Alright, let's see. Here's an easy one. Soda or juice?
Except for ginger ale, I don't really drink sodas, so that's a pretty easy, question. So probably juice. I love grape juice, actually.
Ugh.
It's like my magic elixir. If I get sick, I feel so much better if I drink grape juice. It's really weird.
I used to, it's weird, I used to love grape juice in elementary school, and then something with my taste buds must have shifted, because after a while I started hating it. Like, it tastes like motor oil to me.
That stinks.
Or what I assume motor oil would taste like.
I was about to say, do I need to be asking the Q&A? Because I have questions if you know what motor oil tastes like.
Like, it smelled and tasted what I assume motor oil is.
What kind of grape juice are you drinking?
It might have been the school grape juice.
Oh, well, okay. That doesn't count. That's not grape
But it was
juice.
disgusting.
That
And
is
like, I
nasty.
loved it at first, and then it just got really, really, really gross.
Gonna make my life a lot easier in this speed run by making myself a path. Whatever. I'm just like wasting path pieces. It's fine. Of course I can't put one down. There's a freaking seed. Oh my god. Dude, there's a freaking seed. Okay. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Just
What talents do you have?
talents.
Yes.
I have exactly no talent, in my opinion. Um, but I guess I have a pretty decent. This is really weird. How I know this, and I will not be getting into how I know this on stream. But I have a pretty decent auditory memory. Like if you tell me a story, I can pretty much repeat it back to you, almost word for word. Uh, it's an extremely odd, very niche talent. I can lick my elbow. But after I threw my shoulder out today, I don't think I need to be trying to do that on stream. Um, but yeah, and I did ballet for years, which I don't really consider that a talent. I had no natural talent for that, so that kind of just developed. But yeah. Licking my elbow and, I guess, auditory memory stuff.
What do you mean by auditory? Like, just you can remember sounds and voices, or just...
Like if someone tells me a story, I'm really good at, like, remembering it word for word and repeating it back to them. Things like that. Like,
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool.
it's extremely strange, and I don't know why, because I can't process what people say to me normally if I'm not paying attention. But I guess if I'm paying attention, I can. I don't know. Ooh, I want these grapes, because it's 16 and a half minutes in, and I haven't even entered the mine, so this is already a travesty. Marlon, I legitimately do not care. And I have so much food. What the heck? And I've already kind of screwed this up a little bit because I didn't grab a daffodil like an idiot in the spring. So I'm probably going to have to sleep till fall to even open the community center.
Have you ever laughed at the wrong moment?
Less so now. But yes. I'm very good at laughing at the wrong time. And just making myself look like a complete fool.
I also have that issue. And, oh gosh, I accidentally did it at a funeral once.
Oh no! Oh,
It was
no.
it was mortifying. I had to like try to cover it as a sob. It was not like the funeral was not funny. It was not a funny situation. But I didn't know the person very well. It was like a distant family thing.
Oh no.
And my siblings and I, before the ceremony started or whatever, were just goofing off and stuff. And I remembered one of the jokes during and started giggling, and it was just the worst timing it could have possibly been.
I feel like any kind of emotional-ish situation, like even if you don't know somebody well, like funerals still have a lot of like emotions going on. I feel like those are like the prime time to laugh at the worst moments. And for anybody just tuning in, I am making my life miserable by answering Q&A at the same time I'm attempting to casually do a speed run. So
And you're doing great.
thank you. I don't feel like I am, but I appreciate it. And I need this copper. At least, what is it, 45 pieces? Ah, get away from me.
I will even give you a small breather while I reorganize my desktop.
Oh my god, crab, get away from me. And I don't know what the copper situation is going to look like on the way down, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it while I'm here. Crab, I swear, you better leave me alone. Leave me alone. I probably should have gotten some more copper while I was there, but whatever.
Alright, on to the next question. Let's see here.
Slime, leave me alone. Thank you. He listened.
Oh, here's a good one for the new year. Have you ever kept a New Year's resolution?
Ooh, that is a good one. I don't remember making it an official resolution, but when I was 16, I had some ballet injuries that popped up and were really annoying and kept reoccurring, and I said, this is the year I'm gonna make it stop, and I'm gonna actually take care of my knee and which was what the main thing that was injured at the time, and get back to dancing because I was having to miss performances and all sorts of stuff, and it sucked really bad. And I didn't miss another performance after I think like the spring of that year. I went ahead and dropped out of the spring show, but I didn't have to drop out of another one after that, and I was pretty proud of myself for that. But in general, I do not do New Year's resolutions because they suck. And I feel too bad if I fail. I feel too bad about myself. So yeah, that's pretty much why I don't do them.
I just don't do them because I know who I am as a person, and I'm not good at keeping with schedules, with goals, plans of any sort. It has to just be free for all, because otherwise I can't.
Fair, completely fair.
That's the ADHD though.
And I started realizing that I am a terrible perfectionist, and that it was actually harmful for me because I couldn't take doing something partway. I just saw it as success or failure. So now I just try to break things down into smaller goals and smaller pieces, and try not to have that attitude. Which I'm not perfect about it, but it's better than it used to be. Much better.
I mean, I think that's what matters. Nobody has to be perfect as long as you're trying.
Oh, I really need this quartz. Get out. Oh my god, why do I have so many topaz? I mean, yay, but Jesus, I don't need this much topaz.
Okay. Texting or phone calls?
Texting. Like, 3 people on this planet have permission to call me without warning, and pretty much no one else ever calls me. Like, I will never win a contest or a bunch of money, because if you call me, I will stare at the phone until it stops ringing. I hate phone calls. They're the worst to ever exist. I hate them so much. Now, I don't mind doing like a FaceTime or a Skype or something like that, but if I can't see your face or read your body language, it freaks me out. And I can't hear very well on the phone with my lovely sensory issues. Like, if I'm not 120% committed to what you're saying, I won't have a clue what you're talking about. So yeah, texting, 100%. And I need like 3 more pieces of copper.
I'm with you on the body language. Like, it bothers me if I can't, like, especially if it gets quiet and I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, like, what did I do? What did I say? I can't tell if they're just doing something else, or like, it just freaks me out.
Nice. I normally don't get the rewards when I'm doing mines runs, but I figured this is a hot mess anyway. That did not look like a crab at all. So I figured I would just... Oh, Jesus. You thought. Doom, 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 clip, clop.
Cats or dogs?
Okay, so I love both, but it's not even a contest for me. I am a dog person. Always have been, always will be. Definitely the best. Oh god, I'm totally about to die right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, dogs, 150%.
That's okay. I still love you when you're wrong.
It's not about being wrong. It's just about what's best. And you know, I am used to other people being wrong, and you know, it hurts my soul, but it's totally fine. I love cats. I cannot wait to own a cat. But I just, you know, I know which one's my first priority. Which is really strange because I have like the personality of a cat, but I prefer dogs. And my husband has the personality of a dog, and he prefers cats. So I really couldn't tell you what's wrong with us.
How's that saying? Opposites attract or something like that?
I guess, but it's a very strange opposite to have. Please give me a freaking ladder. I thought I was good with all this food, and I've eaten all of my food. Please.
Oh, here's a channel one. What are your goals with this channel?
Ironic, because I talked about this last week. So basically, preliminary goals are just, I want to have fun and meet more people in the gaming communities, particularly the Stardew community, because it's just so wholesome in the Stardew community, and I've seen all the amazing things that can happen through those kinds of connections, and I kind of want to be a part of that without actually having to, you know, socialize, because ew. And just kind of have fun and join in with people that I look up to and get to kind of game at a level that I didn't get to when I was younger. Kind of all of those things combined.
Those are good goals to have.
Bruh. 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 Please. Please. Cease. Please leave me alone. Oh my god, I hate these things so much. Please. I want my mommy! Make it stop! This is the worst sword. Please. Please! No! Surrounded by the carnage of my enemies. I love how I've just been swinging continuously. My finger hurts. Please! Oh my god, okay. Anyway, now that that's over. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. No, 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 no. I am getting out of here. I don't care about any of you. Thank you. Whew, just in time, too. I almost died. You're being so kind to me. Okay. Oh, God, I hate
How
this
do you...
thing.
Oh, hair straight or curly? I'm assuming for you.
I guess. My hair doesn't really curl very well. It's so fine that it can't really hold any curls. So I guess either like a straight or wavy situation is my preference. But on other people, whatever makes you feel good, boo. Whatever makes you feel good.
I wish to delete my curly hair from existence.
But it's so, you're so cute though. I love how I say that and then like
terrible.
2 seconds later, no, it's cute, keep it. I'm about to pass out, but that's okay. That was planned. Oh shit.
Calculated.
I exhausted myself. Oh well, I didn't mean to do that.
Shaving or waxing?
Shaving because I like my skin on my body. Thanks. I have waxed before, but like to help plant, I don't really care. Just to kind of help get it started, so to speak.
I feel like I'm too much of a chicken shit to do waxing.
Why did I get this much copper? It's completely unnecessary. Anyway, I don't know if I'll need money for anything, but, guess I'll just sell some of this. I don't even know. We're just gonna sell all this. And since I screwed up the spring forageables, I'm just gonna take those and eat them. Those have to stay here. I shouldn't have been throwing away my slime in retrospect, but oh well. Although I probably should wax my eyebrows again. I look like if Groucho Marx and Brooke Shields had a baby. It's not cute.
What was your first job?
Technically, my first job that I only did for 2 sessions was a substitute ballet teacher. That was so much fun. Get to run around with with the cute little kids and like dance around and do the freeze game with them and things like that. It was so cute. And my first like legitimate job where I had like a schedule, I worked in fast food, which it was rough, but it's something I think everybody should do for at least a few months of their life because it just makes everything. You understand life and other people so much better.
I feel like I couldn't do that, or somebody would get hurt.
I
Not me.
definitely wanted to
Somebody
hurt.
else would get hurt.
I definitely wanted to hurt people sometimes, but it gave me like a lot of self-control, and it has helped me get my jobs that I've had since then as well.
I mean, I did work at a nursing home, but I feel like that's different.
It's different,
Like,
but it's
than
definitely...
customer service, because I'm there for the residents, not
Yeah, any
my
kind of
asshole coworkers or
yeah.
there's no customers really, but they are the customers, but like I feel like it's just a different environment.
Yeah, any kind of customer anything is very annoying, but it's one of those things that like there would be fewer Karens in the world if everyone was required to work retail or fast food for at least 1 year. That's just my opinion. Dude, please, leave me alone. Thank you. I don't need that, but I am gonna eat this. I don't really need that either, but okay. I want my inventory clear so I can start picking up stuff that I could use later.
What is the last thing you bought?
Ooh. I actually placed an online order today for a couple of shirts. They're really cute little like short sleeve button-ups. And then it had like a couple other random things in it. I think I had like some shoelaces that I thought were cute and some of those things that hold your sheet on your mattress or whatever, because mine's always falling off. And I was just like, oh, they're $5. I don't know what it is with me. Maybe it's because it's my birthday month, but I've spent money like crazy just in the first week of this month. It's been so bad. But my shirts I think will be cute, I hope, because I'm running out of things to wear to work.
I feel like for like post-holidays and your birthday and stuff, it's so easy to spend money. You're just like, oh, treat yourself. Gotta buy things. I have money.
Oh yeah, and then knowing, you know, oh, I have this much Christmas money and I'm probably going to get money for my birthday and blah, blah, blah. I'm over here like, oh, for my birthday I want a mani-pedi and I want to go get a piercing and, you know, everything else. It's just,
Wait, you're getting a piercing?
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
It's going to be awesome. It's one of at least 2 more, possibly 3 more that I have planned. But I'm taking like a lot of, time in between.
Oh wait, I feel like we talked about this. I don't remember exactly which one you're getting. I feel like this was mentioned. Because you said something about this and like a haircut, but you already did the haircut.
Yeah, the haircut has happened. This piercing I probably should not be getting a piercing if I can't even remember what it's called. But it's the one that like you put up here. Pretend this is my ear. And eventually I also want to get my 3rd holes done and then possibly I think it's called the forward helix. That's like on the very, very, very top end of your ear. Oh my god, I cannot see a thing. I hate these levels so much. I'm gonna have to pull a Haboo and be like squinting at the screen because I have no idea what's going on right now. Ah! Dude, you're annoying. I love how you're asking me these questions and then, like, through everything else, I end up, like, revealing more. Being emotionally slutty on stream tonight, sorry. Come on. Please.
It's how people get to know you on here.
I guess, but dang. Please. Oh, thank God. I literally just stumbled into that. I had no idea it was there. I don't need these, I don't believe. So now I can take this with me. Just call me Torch Girl. Oh, thank God. There we go.
Do you have any bad habits?
I mean, I have a lot of bad habits that are like anxiety driven. Like, I have a bad habit of picking on my acne. I pick on my shoulders a lot to the point where they're scarred. I used to be really bad about picking my nose when I was a kid, which is really gross, but it is what it is. That was a big thing for me. And eating ice cream at like 1 o'clock in the morning, which is not great. It could be a lot worse than eating ice cream at 1 in the morning, but if you're gonna eat ice cream, don't eat it right before you go to bed. It's really not a great idea.
Sorry, I got quiet. I was trying to remember the ice cream you told me about. It was like peanut butter and chocolate or something together. Like you
Yes.
described it as like the best ice cream ever.
There's really like 2 different kinds that are very similar that have been made by this same company. But there's one that I actually had the other night and it was amazing. It's called chocolate peanut butter overload or something like that, where it was chocolate ice cream and it had clumps of peanut butter, bits of chocolate, and mini Reese's cups in it, and it was absolutely incredible.
Anything with peanut butter and chocolate is just so good.
Whoever came up with that was a genius, and I would like to meet them and shake their hand and tell them I love them and that they are my reason for living. Oh, that was way too honest of me. Like, if I love you, I'm going to tell you. I'm one of those people. I can't believe I exhausted myself again. That was so stupid. Ah!
Country or city? I'm assuming like where you'd like to live or be?
I like both. I think ultimately the country is just more my style. But it would be fun to live in a big city for a little while, I think. Ultimately, I think I'll be that lady who lives like out in the middle of nowhere when she's old. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're too far from a hospital." And I'm like, "Good. I don't want to see people anyway."
See, I'm torn on this. Just because like I have reasons to like both. Like the seclusion sounds nice, but I also, since I can't like do a lot for myself, I feel like having the resources of a city would be better.
Yeah, like I'd love to live in New York and then also like the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Or nowhere in between. Ah! This bat is impossible to see. Man, I was flying through the levels earlier and now I have to deal with these stupid levels. Concerned Ape, I want a word with you about these stupid levels, please. Oh, there we go.
Here, let's do, what are you working on currently on the speedrun? We'll take a break from the questions for a second.
Currently, I am attempting a boiler room speedrun, which is going to require me to get 4 different minerals. It's basically a Mines 80 speedrun, because you have to do each of the bars and also some loot from monsters as well. And the reason I was mad about not picking up a daffodil earlier is because you have to open up 2 bundles before the boiler room will open. And since I didn't get a daffodil, I can't open the spring and summer bundle. I'm going to have to open summer and fall, which is kind of screwing up my time a little bit. But yes, boiler room. That's what we're going for. And I am probably going to have to plant some fall crops to get me through. Ah! Ooh, Omni-Geode. Too bad I don't need it. like the boiler room though. Like in terms of a speed run, this is a fun one because I like mines and mining.
You're really good at the mines. Like you're fast and efficient.
I'm only good at them because one time I kept sucking and I kept dying, and finally I said, okay, I'm going to get a mod that makes me, you know, invincible or whatever, and I'm gonna practice. And I would literally pause time and go practice on the hard modes of the mines until I knew what I was doing. So I'm not the fastest with the mines necessarily. I'm definitely not gonna like beat out a professional speedrunner, but I know each monster's like systems. I know how they do things, the easiest ways to defeat them, because I would just sit and do that without having to worry about how much damage I was taking.
Like it shows, like it paid off, just with how quick you are and just efficient with it.
Which is really funny because I'm trying to teach my husband. He's playing Stardew and he loves it, but he is like petrified of the mines because he's still at that stage where he's played enough of the game to be able to go into the mines, but he hasn't like gotten quite enough skill to really be able to tackle them without unaliving himself fairly frequently. And so it's really funny. I'm like, I'm trying to help you here, but you got to remember, I have 1,400 hours in this game. Like, my advice to you is not normal advice. Oh, there's the ladder. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to get this coal.
Alright, let's see. Where did we first meet?
We met online on basically a fandom forum. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say, but saying fandom forum was like the world's most awful thing I've ever said. So yeah, we didn't actually meet in person until last year, which was very interesting. I did not need a
We met on the fandom forum when we were like
fetuses,
yeah,
essentially.
like, gosh, how long ago was that even? I don't even want to think about it because then I'm gonna feel old.
2007. So
oh God,
I'm dating myself really badly by saying that, but yeah, it was bad. Like actual fetus age. Please.
we were way too young to be on forums, but honestly, the internet was even less regulated.
The internet was a lawless place back then, and it like anything could happen on the internet. It was so ridiculous, the things that we got up to and got away with, and that our parents didn't even know about. Like, it was so bad. Please.
Fun though.
Oh, it was great. Definitely best memories, 10 out of 10. But
like I feel like if I had children, I would be terrified of them being on the internet just because I know what I know. But
yeah, if I suddenly had like preteen or teenage children right now, they would not know. They're gonna not know what the internet is. Absolutely not. Would not even remotely allow them on the internet. I think I already saved one of these because I kind of want these better boots. They only have one more immunity, which is not that helpful. So, meh, whatever. Ah! God, these bats come out of nowhere. Jeez Louise. Thank you.
where did you grow up?
Without giving away too much personal information, I grew up in Georgia, in what I like to call the world's largest small town. And no, it's probably not the town you're thinking of. I don't care what town you're thinking of, it's not that one. I just guarantee you it's not that one. Oh God. I'm almost out of food. This is not good. Please. Any day now. So I grew up in the South and have stayed in the South. Where the frick is the ladder? I would like to leave.
So weird because when we were talking about when we were young and stuff when we met, I didn't have like a concept of what time zones were, so I just assumed you guys were all on my time. So it was very annoying when I would get online and like half of you weren't awake or there.
Which is really ironic because we actually were in the same time zone at that
Were
time.
were both of us in the same time zone?
I'm pretty sure because we were both on Eastern time at the time. But my parents were they were terrible to, 15-year-old me, but they were honestly really smart because they didn't want me on the internet as often as I wanted to be on the internet. And so I was not on very often despite being in the same time zone as a lot of my friends. Which
Makes
sucks,
sense.
but it is what it is. Oh my good gravy Jesus.
I mean, it was probably like you said for the best because, oh gosh, my mom did not regulate what I did on the internet, and it was chaos. I was on all the time.
Wonder how long a normal boiler room speedrun takes because I have no idea. And I'm just gonna make. Oh my god, I don't know. Get out of my inventory. Just gonna make some of the things I need. So I'm gonna grow myself some food because
I
gonna
just now got your live notification on my phone.
that is
You-
extremely weird.
You've been live for over an hour. What in the heck?
That's so weird. Follow my Twitter, I guess, because that's where I post my notifications. I also post my notifications there, I guess I should say. And I also retweet really stupid things, so it's a good time. So this day is gonna be me planting a bunch of stuff so that I can actually have food to live.
Which time period would you visit in history?
Ooh. That is a fantastic question. Probably, I'm gonna be a little lame with this answer, but honestly, probably the 80s. Because the music was just better in the 80s, and there's so many bands that I would give anything to see live that are no longer with us. The members are no longer with us, or they're just, everybody got old. And I would 100% do that and just go see every incredible musician of the 80s at their prime. That's pretty much what I would do. Everybody, wants to say, oh, I'd go to this era or whatever. And, like, going to the Renaissance era and dressing up as a knight would be kind of fun, but ultimately I think I would go to the 80s.
It's a reasonable like time period to visit. I'm lame. I would say none. I'm terrified of like I know what's here. I know what I'm dealing with.
Wow, that is definitely a lot of terror. Oh, sorry, flash warning. I meant to say that. I don't think there was anything in the mail that I needed, but just in case. I would time travel as long as I knew I could get back. Like, I don't think I'd want to be stuck in a different time. But if I knew I could come back, I think I'd be good with it.
Who is your role model?
Ooh. I have a couple. One is my ballet teacher that I had growing up, Miss Maria. She was this extremely strict, very, not mean, but like, tough. Like, very strict, very tough. Puerto Rican lady. And I would quite legitimately die for her, if necessary. Like, she harnessed the good side of my perfectionism. And helped me do really cool things that I never would have been able to do otherwise. And then my other one's really lame. My mommy. Because she is an amazing person who deserves the entire world. And I will hurt anyone who even so much as looks at her the wrong way.
I think that's lame. If you have a good relationship with your parents, that's pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely that angsty teenager that hated her when I was, growing up. Um, but she's got a really good heart. She's thinks the best of everybody, and just is a sweetheart. And I just hope that I can be half that sweet, which I'm not. I am a jerk 99% of the time. Um, but if I could just even be partly that sweet, I would consider my life to be a success. And she was also my teacher, because I was homeschooled growing up. So she also taught me, literally everything I know. I don't know what I need to keep. What am I doing? Harmonizing with this lit fall music. Why am I putting that away? I don't know what I'm doing. This is what happens when I don't route beforehand. Like, I got no clue what's going on.
Favorite game of all time?
Oh my gosh. That's a question. I mean, it's kind of unfair to say, because I feel like I'm not giving recognition to the games that made me love gaming in the first place. But I mean, Stardew Valley has really, truly changed my life in a lot of ways. And it has been what saved my life a few times. And having it, I got it late in 2020, or you gifted it to me late in 2020. But it still was super duper helpful to have in that year of chaos. And getting to meet really cool people and discover new things that I love to do through it. But I do need to pay homage to a few things. The Jumpstart game, educational games when I was a kid were the greatest thing to ever happen. I loved them, especially the 4th grade one. And whichever year the Egyptian hieroglyphics one was a thing. Also the Let's Ride franchise, because I loved anything to do with horses. So all of those games were my everything. And then... oh, yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon, Zoo Tycoon, all the Tycoon games were also very special. And they were kind of really the beginning of my quote-unquote game obsession. Was having those to be interested in and get good at. I never truly got good at those games, if we're being honest. But that didn't stop me. I thought I was amazing, so.
That's the thing about gaming. You don't have to be good at games. You just have to have fun playing them.
Yeah, and, setting all the dinosaurs and lions free in the zoo, that's not indicative of anything. It's fine. Totally fine. My villagers might disagree, but nobody asked them, so. Trying to have enough food to not die.
How tall are you?
I am 5'7". I have been 5'7" since I was like 16 years old. Like, I hit 5'7" and my body was like, alright, we're done. There's nothing really more to say about that on that topic. Oh my god, could I stop watering the same plant twice, please? Ugh, I have 3 more.
What is the channel about?
Me being kind of late in life to the whole gaming thing, but having a blast now that I can play games the way I wanted to as a kid. Really, ultimately, that's what it is. It's me getting to be a kid my healing my inner child type of thing.
I think it's great. Honestly, it's a good reason to stream.
You know, it really is. Ooh, got a lot of eggplants. Oh, my bok choy is ready. Let's go. Hopefully bok choy is good for health, because it's kind of what we're working with here.
What book has influenced you greatly and how?
Oh, good lord. How long do we have for this one? Well, the very first book that I ever actually learned how to read, when I had that aha moment of, oh, these weird shapes actually make words, was called Five Little Puppies. And it was adorable. 10 out of 10. And that was kind of that moment I was like, oh, I really like this, and I want to be around books for the rest of my life. And then just pretty much every book, like libraries kind of in general, and that access to books really changed my life. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm a librarian, although it is a reason. But really, truly did change my life. And Harry Potter introduced me to a whole, like, new world. Kind of my graduation from, admittedly really good series, Magic Tree House and stuff like that, up to bigger literature, I guess you could say. And then, the Warrior Cats series, like, really, truly changed my life in so many ways for the better. I met a lot of friends through that. I get to recommend it to children at the library all the time. So,
Warrior Cats.
yes.
I love Warrior Cats so much.
Yes, I'm behind on the series again because I'm an adult and life sucks sometimes, but I do still very much enjoy it. I really haven't met a book that didn't affect my life in some way, even if it wasn't the most amazing book in the entire world, or didn't, I didn't love it or anything like that. They still all make an impact. And I think that's really important to remember when a lot of the focus on reading is, oh, this grade level and getting this grade on a book or whatever, when it's really should be about enjoyment.
The grade levels on books just don't make any sense to me. Just let kids read.
Yeah, they don't make sense, and it's all about, it has nothing to do with content. It's all about, like, the words. So I'm always so confused when I'm helping someone at work, because I work as a librarian, in case I haven't mentioned that on the channel before. And it always is so frustrating because I'll be like, well, your child is in the 4th grade and has an 8th grade reading level, but I can't give them an 8th grade book in good conscience because I know that they're not ready for the content of it. So it's a whole thing. I just let kids read whatever they want. Read graphic novels, read easy books, read Harry Potter 50 million times, read whatever they want. If they have questions, they can just ask their parents. That's pretty much what I did as a kid, because my parents realized they could not screen every book that I read before I read it, because they would be screening literally probably 50 books a week. Because I was crazy and I had no life. I didn't really watch a lot of TV as a kid. I was an only child. I didn't really have a lot of friends. And I didn't really want that many friends, to be perfectly honest. That sounds really sad, but I didn't really want that many friends. So I just read all the time.
There's anything wrong with not wanting a ton of friends. Like, some people want a bunch of friends. They get validation from having, like, a big group. But, like, some people just like a comfortable, cozy amount of friends. Just Some people like really, really close friends. Some people just like casual friends. It's like whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I am. I just want casual. Mostly, like, I would rather have like 3 extreme best friends than 30 friends that are just kind of like meh friends, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I need to sell some things. I'm losing my mind. I have no idea what's going on. Okay.
I don't know. I personally get exhausted if I have too many friends. I cannot devote that much energy.
Yeah,
And I feel like if I'm gonna have a friend, I need to devote energy to them.
yeah.
So when I can't, I'm just like, ah.
I'd rather be able to devote like my entire heart and soul to a person. To like one person. Like I really only have like 2 or 3 friends. My only real friends I have were all in my wedding. So everybody was like, "Oh, did you invite all your friends to the wedding?" I'm like, "They're in it. I I don't have anybody to invite because they're all in the wedding." Or had been invited and were not able to be in it.
Trust me, I was tempted to go. I was trying so hard.
I would have loved it, but I definitely understood. Especially then that kind of travel was not something that we could do as humans.
I almost did it for the Nutcracker too.
That
was
amazing.
Sending you a surprise gift, but I tried.
That would have been incredibly amazing, and I would have 100% cried. But again, you know, never required as a requirement of being my friend. I have very low standards for friendship, which is probably why I've had issues making friends in the past. But like, as long as you're a decent person, as long as you're decent to other people, as long as you're decent to me, and don't make me feel like I'm a burden to you, then I mean, that's pretty much all you need. Like, I'm not hard to be friends with, but I'm hard to be friends with, if that makes any sense. Okay, I gotta get rid of some junk out of my freaking inventory. I cannot think. Okay, I'm saving that. I'm saving that. I don't know what to do with those. Ah, I can't. My brain. I don't think I'm gonna need any geodes. You can go away. You can go away. All right.
What is the best gift you have ever given?
Ooh. Best gift I have ever given. That is a fantastic question. Hold on. I have to think for like 2 seconds. Shoot. Okay. Whew. Best gift I've ever given. It's actually a tough one because I love giving gifts. And I like going like really overboard and doing like these really, really special gifts. So, not to sound like too braggy or whatever, but like a lot of my gifts are very good. And could probably take the crown on this, but I think instead of going with a specific one, I'll kind of go with a trend I've been doing. Well, 2 different ones. So, for anniversaries, there's like traditional gifts. Like, it's like paper, cotton, leather, wood, etc., stuff like that. And I like doing my anniversary gifts along those lines. And it really forces me to be creative and think about my husband or think about us and what we would like and what suits us. And then just anytime I give a gift to a person, I like to make it something that's hopefully going to be memorable for them or something that I know that they like. not to toot my own horn in front of you, basically, but the little frog lamp that I got you when we met was one of the greatest accomplishments of my life.
Love that frog lamp. I use
Uh,
it every night.
I saw that and I was like, this is the most break thing I have ever seen, and I require it. Uh, so yeah, that was son of a biatch. Okay, never mind.
I would say that surprise for Disney, the one that like you kept
Oh,
hidden, that was a good gift. I was dumbfounded until the end.
That was so hard to keep from you too, especially when it kept popping up on our Disney app, and I'm like, it's an ad. It's an ad. It's totally an ad. Please stop looking. I was
Well, it
like,
didn't help either that I kept trying to suggest like, oh, it's okay if we miss it. Like, we don't have to be there on time. Like, it's fine. This is casual. This is chill. And you're like, yeah, but like, we should try anyway.
yeah. And then there's me, like, the whole time being like, no. Because I spent money on this. We are absolutely not going to miss this.
And then literally up until we went to the second one, I'm like, just following you around. I'm like, la 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 la. We're just walking. We're just having a good time. Because, like, we stopped at the one. And they were like, oh no, you have to go here. And I was still like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And then we got to the second station and I was like, wait a second, why are we talking to people? Why are we here?
And then we almost couldn't get in. Good times.
I would have felt so terrible.
I was about to go over the table at the guy. I was like, look, bro, I am exhausted. I've walked 50 million miles.
I am in my late 20s. How did he think I wasn't even 18? I'm still mad about that.
Because you, I guess, look like a fetus. I don't know.
Like, I thought he was just joking or flirting or something, and I was like, haha, very funny, like, no. And then he's like, no, for real, like, we need your ID.
And I was like, bro, I am not going all the way back to our resort. Like, you've lost your mind if you think that's happening. Yeah, I was about to come over the table with that guy. My upstairs neighbors are yelling. Whatever. Or is that the dog? I can't tell with my headphones on what's going on, actually. So if you hear lots of loud sounds, I'm fine. It's fine. I should probably learn the keybind for putting things into your inventory. Because dragging them manually is kind of a pain in the butt.
Ooh, what is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Ooh. Not counting earlier tonight. Probably... Okay, I have one... I wasn't really, like, injured from this, but it hurt. It was by somebody else, and then one that was my own fault. So... The first one, that was somebody else's fault. I was doing a ballet dance, and it was really high energy, lots of tricks and stuff. And we had to do this thing where we ran and did a front walkover, and our back would, like, hit the guy's shoulder, and he would kind of help us get all the way over. And I had to work with an understudy that day, because my partner was out or whatever, and I was like, whatever, this is not a big deal, I do this all the time. And then he drops me, and I'm upside down at the time, so my head, like, bonks into the ground, and it hurt really bad. I should have probably had a concussion, but I was apparently fine. And then I regularly sprain my fingers at work, which is extremely annoying, because I'll try to grab too many books at one time to shelve, and they're, like, everywhere, and my fingers go and stretch too far, and there you go. And then in this same dance where I got dropped on my head, I landed weird from doing this jump, and I literally jumped up and landed on the side of my foot. Like, I didn't roll my ankle when I landed, like, I legitimately crashed down with my full weight on the side of my foot. And to this day, I'm still not 100% sure how it happened. I don't fully understand how I did it, but I'm the queen of hurting myself, but I have never, knock on wood, broken a bone, which is extremely weird. I should have broken every bone in my body at this point in my life, but I have not. So yeah.
Terrified of having a broken bone. I feel like I'd be the biggest baby. I would be like, put me down, I can't.
I would probably be a huge baby about it, but then I would also like, I think I would be good about doing what I needed to do to heal because I've had injuries before, and I'm like, well, I know what I need to do. So I don't necessarily want it to happen, but if it did, I think I'd be okay. I hope.
Alright, we got 55 questions on this list left.
Wow, that's a lot. How long does a normal boiler room run take? Because this shit's taken me an hour and 10 minutes, and I haven't put a single thing in the boiler room donations. Like,
Let me look.
what the
I don't
heck?
know where you check speedrun.
Speedrun.com. I usually just Google speedrun.com, Stardew Valley or whatever. And then you have to filter it, but it's there. I didn't bother checking because I would be too tempted to come up with a route, and I didn't need to do that. That was not the point. The point was me trying to route on the fly while answering questions.
What category? Is this glitchless vanilla?
It'd be vanilla bundles, and then you'd have to use the drop down to do boiler room. I'm gonna be able to get more of those later. I really need this.
Boiler room. Alright, I'm doing vanilla.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes, because glitchless allows animation canceling. Whereas I don't even know how to... Well, I understand the concept, but I do not have it... I don't have my keys bound to do so. Because I'm not...
I'm saying, like, the top one is, like, 47 minutes, and 18 is 1 hour 35 minutes.
Okay, so I'm... Even though I'm not done, necessarily, I'm not doing as bad as I thought. Okay. I knew
That's only if I'm reading this correctly.
Yeah, if I had gotten the spring forage and been able to do the whole community center thing earlier, it'd probably been better, but it's whatever. I didn't want to route any of these, because I already know the hat mouse route, more or less. So I didn't want to route any of these, because I was just like, whatever. And hat mouse only takes like a few minutes anyway. I think the world record for that is like 3 minutes and 30-something seconds, so it's not bad. Why am I suddenly not getting any ladders? And the easy part, when I didn't really need the help, I'm freaking getting all these easy... Thank you. There we go. Oh, sometimes you just gotta take the hit.
What is the... Or wait. What? I don't know how to read. What is your biggest turnoff in a person?
Ooh. Because I, in general, don't like people, I have several of these. If you can't hold a conversation deeper than, like, what's your favorite color? How's the weather today? Like, if you can't have a real conversation, I'm immediately no. Immediately, you're taking so much of my energy up. And then if you're...
I hate that too. Sorry, I keep derailing by like talking, but...
You're completely fine. Or if it's just like... If you talk bad about other people, not in I need to commiserate about this person that's driving me insane, but like if you just talk bad about people for no reason behind their backs, I don't like that, because I want to know the drama. I want to be, you know, fully informed about the drama, but I don't want you to tear somebody down unnecessarily when they're not there to defend themselves. Or if you're just disloyal in any way. Like, I actually have a lot of turnoffs as a person, which is why I don't have that many friends, but it's also made me have higher quality friends. Or I think the biggest one, and I usually don't find this out about a person until it's too late, but if you are the type that you don't give people second chances, because people screw up, and if you don't value somebody enough to say, hey, you screwed up, but I love you anyway, so I'm gonna, you know, I'm still gonna love you and don't ever do it again, kind of thing. But if you can't do that, no. Bye, Felicia. So yeah, that's why I have 2 friends.
Who is funnier? I'm assuming out of... I took the categories out, so I'm assuming this is out of us?
I'm
Yeah, that's in the best friend question category.
I'm assuming. See, I mean, I think I'm a decently funny person, but you will say and do things sometimes where I feel like I'm gonna wet my pants laughing. I mean, you're from your typos to just the things that you say that are completely out of context or make
I'm
absolutely
just
no sense.
unhinged. I just,
What's
like,
happening?
it's not... I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just unhinged as a person.
Can I not? Oh my god, you can't eat pumpkins. How did I forget you can't eat pumpkins? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. My humor usually comes from somebody who is, in general, I think I'm a relatively intelligent person, but me doing something so colossally dumb, like forgetting that you can't eat a pumpkin in Stardew, like I just did. So I self-deprecate a lot, but I think you're the funny one.
I don't think I'm the funny one, but I appreciate that anyway.
Well, thank you. I don't know why I thanked you for that. See, I'm mentally going off the rails right now, but it's all good. Why can't you eat a pumpkin? You don't know what I'm capable
Wait,
of.
you can't eat a pumpkin?
You cannot eat just a straight up pumpkin in Stardew.
Why?
I don't know. Like, you don't know what I'm capable of, Concerned Ape. You don't know. You don't know what I do. Which, I mean, I would never eat, like, just a straight up pumpkin, but I'm not saying it can't be done.
Well, now I feel like I need to buy a pumpkin. I'm gonna eat a pumpkin.
Please, like, send that to Concerned Ape when you do. To be like, hey, we should be able to eat these in Stardew. Because I was kind of, for some reason, I thought they had, like, a lot of health and a lot of, like, benefits. So I was sitting here thinking I was gonna, I think I had them confused with something else.
Googling that, like, Stardew Valley. Why the fuck can't
I know you can't, because you can't eat, because you can't eat coconuts, which, again, yes, you can eat coconut, because I've eaten raw coconut. It's disgusting, but you can eat raw coconut. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. 1,400 hours in the game, forgot that you can't eat a pumpkin, which I feel like is a pretty basic thing. Oh my god, the ladder always spawns all the way at the bottom of that level. Pisses me off.
Not finding answers. Give me answers. Hello?
Oh, please, please leave. Thank you. Oh, these bats are gonna end me. Please. Oh, hey. There you go. Oh, wait.
Alright, I'm gonna Google this later. But anyway, have you ever peed in the woods?
Multiple times. I grew up going to my family's cabin on the lake. I'm... In my soul, I am a country girl, even though I grew up in the city for the first, like, 10, 11 years of my life. But in my soul, I am a country girl. So, yes, I've peed on the side of the road. I've peed in the woods multiple times. Yes, absolutely fully capable of peeing in the woods. Have done it. It's not ideal, but I can do it, and I will do it again if necessary.
You're much braver than I have done it, but I hate it. I can't.
I mean, I don't love it. And last time I did it, I got bitten by ants because I accidentally stood in a fire ant bed. But it's like, you know, if I'm one of those people that if I gotta go, I don't really care. I will use the men's room, despite identifying as the exact opposite of a man. I will use nature. I will squat over a hole in the ground. It does not matter to me. If I gotta go, I gotta go. Please, ghost, I am begging you to cease. You're annoying. Ugh.
See, that's the one thing you're not gonna be able to convince me to do for like trips or anything, camping or outdoorsy anything.
Yeah, I don't camp. I don't sleep on the bare ground like an animal. I am a little too delicate for that, but I will go to the bathroom in the woods if needed. Like, I'm not the person who's gonna put myself in pain just because there's not a bathroom nearby.
Hot or cold showers?
Surface of the sun. I want to boil all the dirt and stress and trauma and depression off of me. If the whole bathroom isn't steamed up and my skin's not red when I get out, it's not a good shower. I don't care that it's bad for my skin. I'm good with that. I will look like a wrinkly old prune if I can have my hot showers. And I will take long showers too. None of this like 5-minute in and out crap. It's gonna be a 20-minute ordeal at minimum. And that's with my short hair. Oh my god, I keep wanting to eat the frickin' pumpkin. God damn it, I keep wanting to eat that damn pumpkin. Alright, I have a good amount of health, so you know what? I'm just gonna keep an eye on my health and... Ah, shit. Why do I keep exhausting myself? I need to get better about knowing how many hits I can take.
Why did you decide to start streaming?
Really just kind of out of curiosity. Like, I loved watching my favorite streamers so much, and I kind of just said, you know, I wonder if I can do this. I kind of selfishly wanted to be involved in the cool things that streamers do together. You know, seeing stuff like the Stardew Valley Cup and the trials and things like that. Kind of saying, hey, I would love to be a part of that. I could totally do that. And wanting to kind of get to know the Stardew community online a little bit better. Just kind of, when I like something, I like to take it to the next level and see what my capabilities are in that. And I had really wanted to start streaming a long time before I actually did. I just kind of had that, I feel like I'm worried about failing kind of thing. And finally I was like, well, you know, I might fail, but it's all good. And you know, if I eventually...
Glad you decided to do it, because I think you're doing a great job.
Well, thanks. And if I eventually ever start making money off of it, that's just kind of a side thing. Like, that's not the goal. It'd be nice, it'd be fun, but it's not the goal of me streaming. And I think that's what has enabled me to just keep going no matter what. Because I've seen a lot of streamers fall prey to the, oh, this is my full-time job mentality, and it doesn't go very well. Please, Bat, I really need to just find the damn staircase because I just want to get one more so I don't have to do these floors again. So if you could kindly cease and desist, I would really appreciate it. Thanks. Because I have 40 in-game minutes to find this stupid staircase.
I feel like I asked this one. Hold on. Let me check my list. Did I already ask have any books you read changed your life?
Yes, you have asked that.
Why is that on the list again? Goodbye. Is this on here twice, maybe?
I mean, it's definitely very possible.
No, it's not. I just forgot to take it out of the roulette. Alright, try again.
Oh my god, my wrist is killing me. I don't normally click this with this much speed. This fast.
What is your favorite type of junk food?
Oh my gosh. Ice cream. Let's be real. I freaking love ice cream. It's the best thing ever. Just ice cream. I could eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It'd be bad for me, but I could do it.
We definitely need to eat lots of ice cream during our next trip.
Yes, please. I would love that.
Since we don't have like a schedule like meal thing like we did at Disney, we can just kind of go crazy with it.
I love that idea. I think that is brilliant. and I'm 100% down for that. Definitely. Wait a minute.
Man, I wish we could do it this year, but it's probably better to have more time to save, especially with what just happened to my ceiling.
Yeah, your ceiling's kind of doing some very uncool things. just to put it mildly, your ceiling is really being uncool. Krobus, my love. I love you, buddy. I'm just gonna casually pick that up. Swear I was about to say something else and I forgot what it was, so you can probably just continue with the...
What are 2 things your best friend doesn't know about you?
Okay, so since we initially met online, I feel like there's this weird gap in that we know each other's deepest, darkest secrets, but I'm pretty sure I still don't know your siblings' names, or all of them. So it's like this weird gap of knowledge.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like, there's just like the random general knowledge you just pick up by being like in proximity to somebody. We're missing that. But I literally know every other facet.
Yes. This is something I like to tell people because most people don't know this immediately about me unless they've spent a lot of time in proximity with me. But when I was a psychology major in college, and my favorite class that we ever did was on like personality theories and personality types and stuff like that. And as part of it, we took a personality test. It's called the 5-factor model. And I literally could not put my score for neuroticism on it because I scored so high. Like, I was legitimately so neurotic that I couldn't even score myself. Because I was so far off the charts. And it was pretty funny. Now, my professor knew me pretty well by that point, so he thought it was hilarious. I was like, okay, rude. Not saying it's wrong, but rude. So yes, I am extremely neurotic, which is very helpful, like when planning Disney vacations. But it also makes me a holy terror because I struggle so much with perfectionism and with having things just so and being exactly right. And I notice so many little things if they're out of place, which again, it can be good or bad. If I never watched this show growing up because it was over and done with before I was born, but TV show Monk, the lead character Monk is a very good example of someone who's neurotic. He's, a little bit on the like OCD almost side of things, but he'll notice, a picture frame being out of place or tilted that like normal non-neurotic people are not going to notice. So I freak people out sometimes by saying something about them that they didn't realize I knew because I just saw it because I'm paying attention to details that people just don't normally see. But that also means I take in a lot of information. I'm supposed to give you 2 things. Like I said, you know my deepest, darkest secrets, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. I'm gonna go down the list of pets that I want until I find one you didn't know that I wanted.
Okay.
I want a fox. I feel like you knew that.
I didn't know you wanted it as a pet. Or did I?
It would probably be difficult to have as a pet, so I'm not saying it'll ever actually happen, because having a fox as a pet is a huge deal, and it's not like having a dog or cat. They're dog hardware with cat software, and it's...
I used to want one until I found out that their pee is disgustingly potent and will stain everything you love and know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can also just give you the list. I would like a fox, a crow, a frog, a cow, and a pig as pets.
I did not know about the cow.
I plan on living in a zoo.
Or the pig. Or no, I knew about the pig. We just talked about it. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're fine. I would consider living. I would consider a full-size cow, but I ultimately want one of the little cows, like the little Highland mini cows that are like the size of a dog.
Oh, the little baby ones. They're so cute.
They're so adorable, and I love them. My entire TikTok is just cows at this point. Just cows. Just little baby cows running around in the sunshine, looking cute. I don't know what it is. I used to be this person where I just wanted like one dog and I didn't want to have to worry about keeping things clean and yeah, no. I'll do whatever it takes. I want a crow. I want all the things.
Now I know more about you, and I will lock that away into my brain and never forget. Ever.
Yeah. Yay. I've never heard something so sweet sound so creepy. that was like very intimidating, traumatizing sounding love. Oh my god, these bats. For real. Please. Please. I need you to leave me alone. Ugh. Real speedrunners don't stand here and like fight them off, but I cannot deal, okay? I don't want to die. Dying on stream would be really embarrassing. Not saying it's never gonna happen, but dying on stream would be something I don't want to do.
What is your zodiac sign?
I am an Aquarius, and I am a textbook January Aquarius. So anyone who's into astrology will know what I mean. Very strange, feels like they don't fit into the world. Always has to be different than everybody else. Like, there's nothing worse to me than feeling like I'm a carbon copy of someone else. It's actually the worst. Thinks they're better than everyone else, but don't want it to be acknowledged. Yeah, that sounds like me. That sounds terrible, but it's kind of true.
Know enough about my signs.
I have read up on yours a little bit. To me, it didn't sound very descriptive of you, but then again, I'm not extremely well versed in astrological signs. Like, I know enough about my own to know that it's accurate for me, but I'm not like a super expert. Where is this freaking ladder?
Who has better hair?
I'm guessing.
If you say me, you're wrong. You're just wrong. I'm sorry. I'm nipping that in the bud right now.
But your hair's adorable, though. Especially like the old pictures of you where like, when you're like a teenager and you had it dyed black. It was adorable. It was like all my emo dreams.
It's so cringy. I was looking at old pictures of me the other day because I have a bunch of pictures of Illidan. And I'm like holding them because I was the cringy teenager, took all pictures of my cats, like selfies and stuff.
Aww.
It's so bad. They're the only pictures of me in high school I have left because I've deleted them all off the face of the planet.
No, I need all of them. They're amazing.
So bad. They're so cringy. I was such a stereotypical emo kid.
I never got to be an emo kid, so I think that's amazing. Although I will say I'm in love with my new haircut. So I do like my own hair so much more than I used to. I didn't realize how much I was starting to dislike my long hair until I chopped it all off. And then I was like, I've had my hair this exact length so many times. It suddenly was just like, I never want it to go back to being long again. I don't think I'll ever go long ever again with my hair, which is kind of sad because I used to donate it. But
your hair looks great both ways. So honestly, you win. Well, you just win.
Well, thank you. Although my hair was in a ponytail 99% of the time that we were together, so you didn't really see my long hair in all of its extremely annoying glory. But this short hair is for sure here to stay for at least a long time. having an emotional puberty in your late 20s is totally normal, people. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, because it happened to me, and my style has changed, my preferences have changed, my tastes have changed, my hair has changed, and that's not even all the things that have changed about myself, so. Please drop a ladder. Drop a ladder. I kept that dagger, but I hate using daggers, so we're not gonna do that. Please.
Do you talk to your pets?
I currently do not own any pets, but when I do, yes I do. I firmly believe that every pet I've ever owned can speak English, because they act like it. Especially if said pet acts like they're talking back. Absolutely 100%.
I am a firm believer of having full conversations with your animals. It's just how it is.
Exactly. And I mean, like, why not? I talk to people I love, so why would I not talk to pets that I love? It doesn't make any sense. You know, I don't like to talk to people, but I will talk to any animal. And I'm pretty good about talking to babies, too. If, like, said baby is friendly, and I can tell that they're, like, a good-hearted young chap, then I also will talk to babies as well.
Well, I feel like some of these questions should have gone in, like, a specific order, because this one is, what is your name and age?
They probably should have, but that's why this stream is such a hot mess. My legal first name is Rachel. I am totally cool being called that. I just go by Shiny because I've gone by Shiny on the internet for the last... How old am I? Last 16 years of my life. Like, literally more than half of my life I've gone by Shiny. My age, like I said, I am kicking and screaming my way towards 30. I will turn 30 at the end of this month. And I'm still praying that I don't look 30.
I think you look a lot younger than 30.
Like, I don't have a problem looking like... I don't want to look like a teenager necessarily, but... I'm like, I don't feel 30 in my heart, so I'm not ready to... Hope the dog upstairs is okay. It's like... It sounds like a bloodhound. It looks like Scooby-Doo up there. But I don't, like, want to look like a middle-aged soccer mom yet, either. The only wrinkles I have so far are laugh lines. Although I do have a lot of gray hair. And on me, gray hair is just white hair. I just went dead-ass white in everything that went gray. So that's nice. Please. Oh god, maybe I should have upgraded my pickaxe with some of those copper bars I made. Because this is brutal. Thank god I just have to
Who
get
was your first crush? Ooh, spicy.
Oh my god. Shit. I'm trying to think of how far back to go, because I had so many different little things that could have been considered crushes as a kid. Like, as young as, like, 4 years old, I remember this little guy in my preschool, or kindergarten, or whatever age we were at the time, and he said he was going to marry me, and so I promptly decided that that meant, that I was going to love him forever and ever and ever. He's a jerk now. I haven't seen him since I was 7, but I know he's a jerk, so haha. But I've had numerous celebrity crushes over my lifetime as well. And that could go back extremely far. And I didn't really understand what a crush was for a long time either, so that's another reason I'm like, was that a crush, or was that just somebody paid attention to me and I was so starved for that specific kind of attention that I internalized it? Oops, did I say that out loud? Go to therapy, kids. Trust me. Go to therapy. You won't stop saying stuff like that, because clearly I haven't, but you'll understand why you say things like that. I actually didn't mean to block that, but it kind of worked out. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Oh my gosh. Depends on the day. Because I want to travel to so many different places. I want to see most of Europe. Probably right now. If someone was like, I'll give you a free ticket anywhere, but you gotta make the decision right now, I want to go to Iceland. Because it is so beautiful there. And a completely different kind of culture there. Even though it's, you know, not like a completely culturally different, but it is, if that makes any sense. And they have those beautiful black sand beaches, they have volcanoes, they have just the most stunningly beautiful country. And I think Iceland is pretty high up there.
A different answer. You don't really hear that one very often. It's a good answer, though.
Pretty much most of Europe, I would like to see.
Here, I want to check back in on your speedrun. Where are we at? We're in the mines.
Currently sucking absolute booty. And probably about to die to this slime if he doesn't leave me the heck alone. Oh, thank God it's 2 a.m. I've never been so glad to see 2 a.m. in my life. Even though I didn't make it to level 70 like I was trying to do.
Do you have a morning routine? If so, what is it?
My morning routine varies depending on what day of the week it actually is. But if I'm waking up to like go to work or whatever, then I usually wake up. I wake up only an hour before I have to be at work because of who I am as a person. And get up, get dressed. I'm very basic. I don't wear makeup. I don't really do a lot of stuff. So, you know, deodorant, wash your face, put on perfume if I'm gonna do that. Wash my face, whatever, brush my hair, make myself not look absurd because I sleep with my hair wet, and so I wake up in the morning and it looks like I stuck my finger and a fork into an electrical outlet. And then I eat breakfast really, really fast and blast out the door. But normally I don't do mornings as a general rule. Mornings suck. Do not recommend. So yeah, I don't like mornings. But I don't have like a super specific makeup routine or anything like that. It's sleep as long as humanly possible, wake up, and get to work literally 1 minute before I'm supposed to be there.
Felt, honestly.
I didn't.
Here's a nice follow-up to that. Are you lazy?
I don't really ever think about myself in that way, because I'm pretty open about the fact that I have anxiety and depression and things that will often stand in my way of my productivity. So I don't think I'm necessarily lazy. Most of my hobbies are more sedentary. Like I like to game, I like to write, I like to read. So I don't really have a lot of opportunities for being active necessarily. But I don't think I'm lazy. It's more so executive dysfunction and depression that keep me from doing things. I can be lazy though, and I will usually, I'm able to tell and admit it, but I just don't think about it in those terms. Because it's much more helpful to me to acknowledge the things that are difficult, that make it difficult for me to do stuff. If I could please click. This ghost needs to absolutely fuck off. Yeah, just pickaxe the bat. That's totally gonna work. Please. Please.
How far have you gone to get something you desired?
I'm gonna be such a cheeseball with this. But last I calculated, you live 944 miles away from me, so I wanted a hug, damn it. But honestly, I don't. Between growing up relatively privileged and avoiding conflict, I don't really go far to get things that I want, just because I've really never been in a position to have to do that. Like, I've never been like the, oh, I have to do these things to get to the top or whatever. That's never been a thing. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that fits the true purpose of that question.
I feel like your answer was still fair.
Well, thanks. You just like it because it was about you.
I never like it when it's about me.
Well, you should, because you're awesome. And I'm gonna die if I don't hurry up and eat something. Probably concentrate on finding where this freaking ladder is.
What is your favorite food?
Ooh. I like a lot of foods, but I have said many times that French fries are my friend. I've not met a French fry I didn't like. So.
Oh, we are going to eat so many French fries next time we hang out.
Yes, if it's made from potatoes and it's relatively salty, I'm probably good with it. Either way, potatoes in general are just tasty. Fried potatoes, baked potatoes, twice baked potatoes. I sound like what's his name from Forrest Gump talking about shrimp. Okay. So yes, ice cream and French fries. You know, all that. That's it. No help food over here. Bro, please cease and desist. You're so cute, but you're so annoying. Please.
Looks or personality?
Personality, because that is how someone looks to me. I can look at you and be like, oh, you're attractive, and then you have a crappy personality. Immediately, you're the ugliest person I've ever met.
Rue.
There's no delay, no anything. Which I think is one reason why I enjoy making friends online so much, because you get personality first. There's no competing interference, I guess, from looks. It's just, you just get to know the person underneath. You know, be careful, kids. Don't meet some rando off the internet if you don't know what they look like. But it's a really good way to make and develop meaningful connection. Now, some people I've met have great personalities and they have great looks, and you know, good for them for hitting the the lottery of humaning. But in general, no, personality all the time, because personality can make you a 10 out of 10 on the look scale.
Also true.
Forgot that was the master slingshot, and I was a little disappointed.
Who was your childhood best friend?
Ooh. My earliest best friend, her name was Jessica. We were only a few months apart. Our moms actually like hung out and would have girls' days and go get pizza together while they were pregnant. So that was kind of a built-in best friend. And then at the same time I was in preschool with the aforementioned John. We were both friends with a girl named Morgan, who I still keep up with to this day, and we were really good buds. You know, those child friendships where it's not complicated. Those are the best. Those are the first friendships I have, like, memory of. I'm sure that, you know, there was the baby groups that my parents would take me to and whatnot that had babies and things like that, but the heck? Oh, the dog must be running around upstairs above me. It's so loud. The best friends I ever had was when I was 10 years old. I had a whole big group of friends, and that was fabulous. Like, if I could go back to any age in my life, it would be 10. 'Cause those were good times.
Real or fake Christmas tree?
I prefer real. We have a fake one that we use in our home, but there's just something about a real Christmas tree and how good it smells that there's just nothing like it. It's really Christmas if there's a real Christmas tree. So,
I've never had a real Christmas tree. I think they smell bad though. I've smelled them.
well, then you clearly haven't had the right kind of Christmas tree because they smell amazing. The
I
sap
just don't like
never comes off.
outdoors. The smell of the outdoors, just the outdoor atmosphere. It's like, ew, nature.
Okay, vampire who doesn't get sunlight. I'm out of food. This is not good because I'm going to be going down to the big levels soon. Oh god. Yeah, I like
I've never seen your Christmas tree though. But I'd like to see how you decorate.
I should definitely send you a picture then, because it's still up. We haven't taken it down yet because we put it up a little bit late, and then we were out of town for a week, and so we didn't really get to enjoy it. So we've left our tree up. It's not actually as decorated as we normally decorate it. There's normally so many ornaments on it you can't really see the tree very well. But we didn't get a chance to do that this year. To the degree, ow, that we wanted. Ow. Please.
You sleep with the lights off or on?
Off, and I sleep with a sleep mask, so it's as dark as possible. I am so about to die. I need to get out of here. Yeah. Lights off. I can fall asleep with the lights on and, like, TV on and stuff like that, but that's usually I've gone into sensory overload, and I'm doing that out of self-preservation.
Yeah, usually I can't sleep with the lights on, but apparently for Disney I could.
Apparently, because you, like, died. There were a couple times I actually checked on you to make sure you were breathing, because you'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna be up for a few minutes, and then I looked over and you were asleep.
Most sleep I have gotten in my life.
I was about to say, you spent so much time being like, oh yeah, I won't sleep or whatever, and then you slept. You slept? You slept a lot, and I'm going, okay, sure. Please stop throwing your bones at me, sir. I almost made a very inappropriate joke, but I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. Please. Okay, I'm gonna start using these bombs. This is stupid.
Do you speak any other languages? If so, how well?
I speak sarcasm and profanity. And I took French in high school. I couldn't really tell you anything that I learned. I speak about as much French now as I did when I started. So the answer to that is no. I really don't speak another language. I wish I did. I wish I spoke sign language, actually. That would be my language of choice.
That's a good one to learn. I wish I would have learned. My mom used to know how to do it, but I never picked it up.
Because we have some library patrons that are deaf, and I would love to be able to communicate with them better. I know a few basic signs, and I know, like, the alphabet and stuff, but I don't know, like, how to communicate that way. Mr. Skeleton, could you... What is he doing? Oh, he got me. He juked me. Oh, that was rude. That was so rude of him.
I also took French, but the only thing I can remember to say is I don't know, because my teacher would make me answer all the questions with I don't know, because I did not know anything.
That's fabulous. That's a life hack.
She'd be like, Brick, what's the answer to blah blah blah? And I'd be like, I don't know. And she's like, say it in French. I'd be like, je ne sais pas.
Please tell me you said it exactly like that too.
Yes, I would be so agitated.
Oh my gosh, break. Not you literally talking to the rock. That's fantastic though, because all of my friends were taking either Spanish, which I feel like everybody took, or all the weird homeschoolers were taking Latin. And I was like, I have.
Oh,
no
I would have
interest.
taken Latin. That sounds like it'd be a lot better.
I was not at the point in my life where Latin was something I cared about. So I was like, please, please no.
So this one came up as when did we first meet, but we kind of answered that when we did where we first met, because we said 2007. So I'll skip that one.
Probably did not even need to do that, but I did.
Car or truck?
Ooh. Well, I drive a car now. And I do love my car. But a truck is a really special thing, in my opinion. Of course, it's not like every person in the South or in the country has a truck, but definitely grew up around a lot of trucks and saw how useful they are. But a good, like, 1970s square body Chevy, yes, that's different. Like, I'm very specific. Like, yes, trucks, but a specific kind of truck.
I don't know why, but my brain immediately started singing the Big Green Tractor song, which is not related to any of that. We were talking about country, and then my brain was like...
That's
Anyway, moving on. What is your favorite drink?
I like sweet tea. I like the Lipton green tea. You said drink, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much... Yeah, that's pretty much the extent, I guess, of... Because I don't really drink sodas. I do love ginger ale, but other than that, I don't really drink sodas, so none of those really apply. Yeah, pretty much I like a good sweet tea. I do actually like water to drink, lemonade, etc. Basically a camel. I'm that person that keeps the waiter or waitress running back and forth all the time anytime I go out to eat.
What is your favorite thing to do together?
Exist. That's such a weird question because, like, we've hung out in, just hangout capacities, and then also we've done, freaking Disney World. So, it's a hard question to answer, but just vibing with you and talking to you is an underrated joy of life.
Honestly, one of my favorite memories of Disney was when we just sat in the hotel and talked for like 6 hours straight or something crazy like that.
Yes, that was absolutely wonderful. That was one of my favorite memories, for sure. I don't know why I'm putting that magnet ring on, but we're going to do it anyway. I mean, that was probably one of my favorites, just when we were wandering around Epcot, just talking, walking back and forth.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a sore day, but like, it was such a fun day.
That day was brutal. It was like 30,000 steps or something. Probably because we kept walking up and down the World Showcase, just wandering around like idiots instead of
We're taking
down.
pictures of the shrubbery, and we were talking. And then that was also, I think, the day that we almost missed our reservation, so that was very stressful.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, you were like, oh, I'll just fake having an asthma attack so they have sympathy on us, and then you have an actual asthma attack. And I'm like...
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Like, could
I'm
you
like,
not
oh yeah, don't
die?
worry. We could just pretend, and then I end up having one. I'm like, ah, never mind.
Like, could you not die, please? Hello, Shane. Hello, love of my life. I love every Stardew Valley character, but Shane's my first love. I can fix him. I can fix him. the hero complex in me. I can fix him. Oh my fucking god, Pier is closed on Wednesdays. I hate my life. I'm over here
Tea or
about
coffee, which I already know the answer to this.
tea. Coffee is hot dirt water, and it's disgusting. And I can't believe any of you people drink that swill.
I used to like coffee, but it doesn't like. Okay, so the reason I liked coffee is because it's a vassal for like creamer and sugar and stuff like that. But like, caffeine doesn't work on me properly, so I don't drink it anymore just because it doesn't do anything.
Fair. Yeah, tea is much better, and like I do have to add sugar to most teas because I like black tea, and black tea can be really bitter. But yeah, tea 100% of the way. I've suffered in Disney unless I had my hot tea in the mornings. Please, I just need literally this one gemstone and I can end this 2-hour insanity.
Which one are you looking for?
I just need that whatever that quartz is called, the fire quartz. There we go.
Oh, you gotta be getting close.
I gotta be. Normally it spawns pretty early, but
Oh, when is
Yes!
your birthday?
My birthday is January 27th. And since I have said how old I'm turning, now people know my full birth date, but you know what, that's fine. I have no secrets. Well, I do, but you're not going to get very far with just my birthday.
Skirts or pants?
Pants. I do like dresses and skirts occasionally, but pants are more comfortable to lay around in because I can't sit like a normal person, and so I'm not flashing all my goodies everywhere. Okay, final bundle complete. I just have to wait for the flash. Not bad for not routing at all.
List 3 items that you always have with you.
Chapstick. My shungite necklace, which literally never leaves me except when I shower. And my glasses. Ha! Because, you know, they're on my face. Okay, that speed run. No, not a lot of speed. Not a lot of run. Ow. That's done.
I mean, for not routing, I think that was pretty damn good.
For not routing at all, it was pretty good. And being completely unable to concentrate, it was pretty good. Because
I was about to apologize, but then I remembered I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yes, I asked you to do this. It's completely fine. Your Christmas gift, whenever it gets to you, you can just consider that part of your payment for assisting.
Do not have to pay me for assisting with things. I like doing these things.
Well, yeah, but if I want to pay you, I could, and you couldn't stop me. So. And because I'm dumb and apparently hate myself, I really kind of want to do another speedrun that I had thought about doing. Frick, what hairstyle did I do? Is it this one? That's close. I don't know.
Did I keep going with the questions?
Let me get set and talk about what I'm actually going to do in this speedrun, and then, yes, then you can keep, so just take a little break. So basically, this one is getting 5 hearts with the wizard so that I can get into his basement and change something about my appearance. Or basically anything from this character creation screen. So it is still going to involve the opening, or at least part of the opening of the community center. But I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I normally do. This is not the same hairstyle, but I want the hair I had earlier because it's cute. I like the pigtails. Where are the pigtails at? Oh my god. Which freaking hair is the pigtails? I do this every single time. I always forget. I need to remember this. I remember what number the shirt is. There they are. Okay. Cool. So anyway, we're gonna friend the wizard. I've thought kind of into this a little bit, but not much. I'm really staking a lot of my hopes on the number of purple mushrooms that spawn in the fall. So we'll see if that actually turns out to be anything. And no, I do not know the wizard's birthday. I think I know the month it's in, but I have absolutely no idea when his birthday actually is.
You want me to check?
No, because I said I was going to route on the fly, so I want to have to route in going to town to check the calendar.
Okay.
I may have you check his favorite gifts if I don't have enough mushrooms, because I'm probably only going to have time to do this once. So, okay. So what I think I'm going to do is all I have to do is read the scroll in the community center. So I don't actually have to donate anything. So I'm just going to sleep to the end of fall and pray to God there's enough mushrooms on the farm. I think that's the Hail Mary I need to go for, because I know he loves purple mushrooms. But there's no way I'm getting a hold of a void essence. Unless there's one at the traveling cart. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a Hail Mary on the purple mushrooms. Alright, let's see. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I went through a lot of things, actually, that I wanted to be. The first thing I can remember wanting to be is I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was little. I even went and toured the local college that had a really good veterinary program when I was, like, a literal child. And then I realized I was too sensitive for that, and that I would not be able to deal with animals in pain.
Through that same phase too, where I wanted it really, really bad, and then I was like, "Oh, this is awful. You have to put animals down."
Yeah, I went through so many other things after that. I wanted to be a horse trainer. I wanted to be a ballerina. I wanted to do this, that, and the other. And honestly, even as I've hit adulthood, like I went through a bunch of things that I wanted to be. I wanted to be a therapist. Realized I would suck at that because I would either cry along with my patients, or I would tell them to suck it up. Like, it would be nothing in between. I would not actually make a good therapist. And then I went through so many different things. And finally, I gave up on the idea of a career. I just said, I'm not built for a career. I just want to see things. Wow, another meteor. I just want to see things and enjoy life and enjoy the world. I'm really not in the career mode anymore.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Careers suck.
Yeah. Now, if I had gone to grad school after college, if I hadn't been burnt out, I think I would have been happy. I wanted to be a sport and performance psychologist, working with, like, dancers and athletes and things like that. I think that would have been a really good fit, but I'm also happy not doing that. This is absolutely riveting content. Just sleeping. New farmer moves to the valley and promptly sleeps for 3 months. I mean,
Me.
Mood, honestly. Like, I can sleep 16 hours and still be tired.
So this one's kind of similar to the Netflix question, but what is your favorite TV show?
I'm gonna try to answer it a little bit differently, just because I've already, mentioned it. But a show I've been wanting to watch for the last several days, just been on my mind. I really want to rewatch Heartstopper again. Because it's cute and it's wholesome and it fills me with great joy, and I like having that joy in my life. So I would like to watch that again. Um, I'm also very behind on the Goldbergs as well, which is another really good show. And there's several TV shows I just never finished. Either the content got too heavy, or I just got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, or just got out of the habit. Like, I never finished This Is Us, and I was obsessed with that show. And then it just got to the point, with COVID and everything, they, rightly so, kind of wrote that into the show because they kind of had to. Um, and everything that went down in 2020 politically and socially and everything, but it just was so heavy because you couldn't get away from all of that in real life, and I had to have a break. I couldn't do it anymore. Eventually I'll probably get back to it, but it's been a hot minute since I watched.
I mean, that's fair. I don't like shows that are too on the nose of what's going on just because I'm just like, please, I'm here to escape.
Exactly. And that was kind of where I was. I was like, please, I just need to escape. So that's why I rewatched Avatar so many times in 2020. Like, I think I rewatched Avatar like 10 or 15 times in 2020, just in a constant cycle of binge watching. My back hurts. I really need like an actual gaming chair because my back is so stiff right now. Oh, just doing a little shimmy shimmy shake.
How many countries have you been to?
One. Unless I can count everything in the World Showcase that I've caught. I have unfortunately never left the country. I want to, um, but that was not my childhood growing up. I still live within 1,000 miles of where I was born. Um, someday I will. I want to fill up a passport, but I've seen some pretty good bits of the good old U.S. of A. So could be worse. I'm so used to sleeping. I'm like, wait, what month is it? I have not slept through fall, thank God.
Tea or Coke?
Uh, Tea again, because I don't drink sodas anymore. I used to, but they were messing with my teeth and my stomach, and I was addicted to vanilla Coke in particular.
Ooh, vanilla Coke.
So good.
That's good stuff.
I still miss it, but I don't miss what it did to me. So tea all day, every day. Good southern sweet tea. If you don't feel like it gave you diabetes, it's not good enough.
Pancakes or waffles?
Um, I prefer waffles. I love them both. But a good old fashioned blueberry Belgian waffle, it doesn't get any better than that. I love me some waffles. Dang it, now I want a waffle. But last time I went to Waffle House, it was a dinner and a show. I don't know if I had the energy for that right now.
Thinking of that song, I don't know if you remember it or if you even heard it, but that "Do You Like Waffles" song from like a bajillion years ago.
I'm not even sure I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
But
good. It's cringe as hell, but it was funny. Describe each other in one word.
oh lord, that's actually a tough one, just because shit, I should have gone out yesterday. Um, damn it, Marnie. The, Again, this is really cheesy, but I always find myself, if I'm ever mentioning you to someone else, just talking about how lovely you are, and I don't know why, but I use that word a lot. Because I think it encompasses all the things and kind of takes care of the whole thing. If that makes sense. Flash.
Cute. I don't know if I have a good word. I'm not good at these things.
I mean, technically you don't have to answer, even though I would love to hear. But technically you do not have to answer. Actually, I think I'm going to go this way. Oh god, these tools are in awful spots. I cannot... Hold on. Please.
Trying to think of just one word. That just seems silly. There's too many words. Alright, I'm gonna pass, but only because I'll flood you with them later, because I get embarrassed on stream.
Aw, that's okay. I understand.
But just so everybody knows, it's a bajillion words. There's not just one word to describe her.
Oh, crazy being, like, most of that. Why am I going this way? I should be going the other way. Well, I guess since I'm going this way, I may as well continue. If I didn't get a mushroom tree, I'm gonna cry, because I was also kind of banking on a mushroom tree.
Who would you like to meet one day?
Ooh, luckily we've already met in person, otherwise you would be my answer. Gosh, I don't know. That's a really good question. There's a lot of dancers that I would love to meet. There's a musician that I was actually supposed to see in concert last year, and I unfortunately didn't get the chance to. Name is David Archuleta. I was actually supposed to see him in person and meet him. Like, I had a meet and greet pass. And that would be amazing. Because I love his music and I just adore him so much. I guess I'll just go with that. Because the list is so long that I don't really even know if I can process it. Please, if I could tool switch like a normal person. Please. Oh my god.
What's your shoe size?
That's a really awkward question. It depends on the brand of shoe, but in general, I'm like an 8.5 or 9, something like that. I have decently big feet, but they're not like Sasquatch. I have a friend who has size 11 feet, and I'm always like, why?
Why?
Why are your feet so large? why are your feet so large? Why?
Can't even picture that size 11.
It's pretty big. Not gonna lie. I don't even really need a chest, but we're gonna do a chest anyway because I don't know how to play Stardew without having a chest. So we're just gonna. And I'm gonna use.
Who knows more about the other?
Ooh, that's a fantastic question. I think you know more about me because with people I trust, I'm very open. And you're still like, cool story, still too much honesty for me. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. But you're a little more closed off than me most of the time.
I've been told I'm emotionally constipated, so I understand.
Emotionally constipated. I mean, I love you, but I'm not saying it's wrong.
I have very, very difficult time opening up. Even when I want to. It's hard.
I have this thing where I can tell people something about me that seems like I'm being really open and honest and vulnerable. I'm actually not. And they actually don't really know anything about me. which is extremely weird, and I do not understand why I do it or how I even do it. But that is a thing about me. I really, really hope the wizard's birthday is not in fall.
Trying to be better about it, though.
My ass is about to go to sleep. And I mean, nobody has to, you don't necessarily have to change who you are. I worry about people, not just you, but anybody who's has difficulty communicating their emotions, because I know how freeing it can be to talk about things that are important to you or that bother you in a safe place. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do the walk of shame. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna pass out. Actually. So, but I don't take offense like I used to. If somebody doesn't open up to me, I don't take offense to it. I used to take offense when I was younger, because I was like, oh my god, they must not like me because they're not telling me their deepest, darkest secrets. And that's not the case. It's not me. People do tell me the most random things sometimes, though.
Because you're easy to talk to.
Oh, well.
At least in my opinion.
Sometimes I feel like I have free therapy tattooed across my forehead.
I feel like you just inspire trust in others.
I feel like I should not be given that kind of power. Okay, let's go read the stupid scroll, because I forgot that there was a freaking festival yesterday.
What is your weirdest habit?
Ooh. I don't know if this is necessarily my weirdest, but it's definitely something that I didn't realize other people don't do. When I'm getting ready for bed at night, I lay out everything that I need for, like, shit. Never mind. Forgot you can't do them when it's raining. I lay out everything that I need to, like, get ready for bed. My hairbrush, my facial toner, etc., etc. And as I use them, I put them in the drawer so that I can remember what I've already done. And I also do it in a very specific order. There's a little bit of room for wiggle room, but not a whole lot. Like, pretty much it's this order or nothing. And I did not know for a long time that that's not normal. Oops. Okay, what else does the wizard like? Don't tell me his birthday, but what else does he like? Because I have exactly one purple mushroom, and that's not gonna cut it.
Let me see here.
And I have to wait till 9 o'clock, so I'm just gonna...
You just want to know, like, best gifts, or?
Yeah, just, like, any of his, like, loved or liked gifts that I'm like...
Loves are purple mushroom, solar essence, super cucumber, and void essence.
Ew, no.
He likes quartz.
Okay, Mike can do that.
And then just all the universal likes and loves.
Jesus, I've never memorized all the universal likes.
Here, let me. Do you know all the loves?
I pretty much know all the loves. They're all unattainable for my purposes.
Okay, because the universal likes are like all artisan goods, all cooking, except for fried egg and bread, and strange bun and seafoam pudding.
Seafoam pudding.
All flowers except for poppy, which is universally hated.
Except by Penny.
Yes.
I remember that.
All tree fruits except banana and mango. All gems. All vegetables except hops, tea leaves, and wheat. And rice. Unmilled rice. Hello, Nefarian. Can you... Okay.
I have no idea what I'm gonna give this dude.
Oh, and then life elixir and maple syrup.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hit up the traveling cart at some point.
What are you doing, bud?
Alright, now we're going to go read the stupid scroll and go back to sleep.
What is a disgusting habit you have?
Ooh. I know that it's definitely considered disgusting that I pick at my skin
Ooh, I do that too.
and like pop. It's gross, but I like popping zits. It's gross and you should not do it for your skin. But yeah, it's a thing that happens. That's pretty gross. I don't consider myself to be a gross person. I mean, I'm pretty like, hey, if it's a natural bodily function, like I'm not gonna strain myself. I'm just gonna apologize and move on, kind of thing. So like, I'll burp out loud. You know, I'll be like, oh, excuse me, but I'm not gonna stifle my burp just to make Karen feel better. I don't know why I'm sleeping. I don't even know what I'm doing. Get out. Oh wait, no, I know what I'm doing. Never mind. Sleeping till Friday.
I feel like I'm a pretty gross person.
I
I don't show people how gross I am, but I'm pretty gross.
I don't see that. I guess I can be kind of gross if my depression gets overwhelming and I don't clean the house for however long. That can be kind of gross. But it's not necessarily a habit, and it's not necessarily something that I like. Again, it's a side effect of depression and anxiety that I don't have any ability sometimes to clean my own home. Hey lady, save me. Seriously? Could I give him a fucking rhubarb? Like,
Fame or riches?
Riches. Leave me alone with my money and let me, like, benefit people randomly. Eggs are a universal like, right? Shit, I don't have enough money to buy one anyway, so it's fine. Never mind. Oh, I'm going to meet the wizard. I have no idea what I'm doing. When I said I was not gonna route, I meant it. I haven't routed shit. Uh-huh. Whatever. Skip. And I am actually gonna talk to you and get the...
The wiki says preferences for eggs are vary by villager and are not listed in universal likes.
Okay. I think a fair amount of villagers like eggs, but I guess not all of them. Thanks for nothing, cart lady. Couldn't have sold me a void essence? Like, damn. Looks like I'm gonna need to make some money. I really hope rhubarb is not something he hates, because he's getting a rhubarb.
It says all vegetables are likes. Except for those couple I listed, so I think you should be safe.
Well, rhubarb is a fruit, technically.
Oh, that's right. I don't know shit.
I wonder if he likes a crocus, because I have 2 of those now. Okay.
Let me look here. All fruit is neutral for the wizard.
Okay, well... Okay, so his birthday is the 17th. I did have the month right. I thought it was the 20th, so I did mix up him and Evelyn. So on the 17th, I will give him a purple mushroom. And then... What I really need is I need something for the luau. I need to sleep to the luau to get... Well, do I get friendship with the Wizard of the Luau? I don't think so.
I don't know if he attends. Let me
I don't
look.
think he attends. Alright, I'm just gonna sleep till the 17th. Or, no. The night market starts on the 15th, I think? So I think I'm actually
Friendship with Sandy, the wizard, Krobus, children, and the dwarf are never affected during the luau.
Okay. Oh my
Alright, we
god,
got 12
Pierre.
questions left.
Pierre, I legitimately do not give a shit. Leave me alone. Well, my brain's stalling out. I'm buffering.
If you could live anywhere, where would that be?
Ooh. Um. Is it lame to say closer to you?
I don't think it's lame.
I've always wanted to live in Wyoming for some reason. Like, as a
That
kid.
is such a random sounding place, but I'm sure you have a reason.
It sounds random, but when I first realized how introverted I am, and Wyoming has the least, like, the lowest state population per, like, square mile or whatever, I was like, oh, awesome. I would never have to talk to people because there would be fewer of them. And then there's wild horses. There's a lot of national parks. It's really beautiful. And just, I guess, also so different from how I grew up that I think that was also is like just wanting to experience different things.
Oh, hold on. I hear a noise.
Oh dear. Viewers, what could it be? Is Nefarian up to something nefarious?
No, it's coming from outside. I think it's hailing.
You say that so casually. Here, if it's hailing, it means there's a tornado coming. It doesn't hail here for just reasons.
I don't actually know. I can't see because my window's closed out. I don't know. I'll check it later. It's not like it's gonna affect me right now.
Unless it messes up your house again.
Oh, everything is wrong with this house at this point.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, it's definitely hailing. That is the only possible, unless somebody is attacking my house specifically with tiny rocks.
So someone's throwing rocks at your window, but like with great speed.
Ooh, what is your nickname?
Other than shiny, I get called Rach, the Rach, things like that. There was a running joke at my work one time where everybody called me April for like a week because one of my coworkers accidentally called a patron named April, called her Rachel, and then later on called me April, and it was just kind of a random running joke that we had going on. But it wasn't like a nickname. It was just kind of something stupid that we did.
I think that still counts as a nickname, in a sense. Okay, Neffy, why are you growling? I will be right back. I'm so sorry. He's growling. I don't know if it's at the hail or something happened.
It's completely fine. I will just chatter along to anybody watching. Okay, so we are taking a little bit of a break from the questions, but I'm still moving right along on the speed run, which is not a lot of run, not a lot of speed, but we're doing the best we can here. This is what happens when you don't route, and when you just kind of fly by the seat of your pants with no information. But all in all, it's not too bad, and I think it's healthy to do speed runs sometimes when you're just kind of doing them for fun. You're just kind of thinking and just doing whatever. I think it's healthy to do that. And it better be healthy, because, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. See if there's any forageables anywhere on the farm that I can see. Probably not, because it is winter. Can I even get back to my house this way? Oh, good God. I don't have any of my tools. Free me. Please. Okay, fine. Looks like we're going back the way we came. I think he liked the crocus, though. It was a more positive response, so that's good. I can give him the crocus. Just wish I could have some more I wish there's any more crocuses anywhere other than the other one I have in here. I have literally no use for any of this. So it's all gonna go sold. The heck? I know the wizard asks for me to bring him something, but it's something I'm not gonna be able to give him. Otherwise, doing that event would be a good idea and very helpful. Probably should go to the mines. Sleep one more day. I'm gonna go to the mines and try to find some quartz. Hello, kitty. Meow. Oh my god, please let me out of here. I have no food. I have no idea why I'm even bothering to do this. This is a mistake. Oh, to count all those is rough. Cat, seriously, move. Cat, you're killing me. Move, please. Doing the whole path thing again. Yeah. I got no food, and I'm gonna do something stupid. Move, cat! Good lord, I never should have adopted the cat. The dog didn't get in my way. I'm just saying. The dog did not get in my way, the cat does. Just saying. Ooh, another crocus. Not bad. I wonder what a route for this would look like, because as far as I know, this is not an actual, like, I almost said accredited, but like a legitimate speedrun that's tracked. But I wonder, like, how it would be routed. That'd be really interesting. With his gifts being so difficult, like, you'd pretty much have to rely on the purple mushrooms, or you'd have to do like a mines run in order to get his gifts that he loves. Or, you know, the Hail Mary of the cart lady, which I definitely needed to do. I did not need to go down that. I'm still in the mode of the last speedrun. Quartz? Nope. Alright, don't go down the ladder just because it's there. I'm here looking for quartz. I'll have a cave carrot. That's helpful. Drop me something useful. Damn. Okay. Fine. This must be a bad luck day because there's like nothing. Gemstones. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because if you did it like as a normal routing thing, you'd have to route as like you'd have to do a mine speed run. At least enough to get ghosts so you could get solarescence. So I don't know. This would be a weird one. And I know it's been done before. I think Shawnee Do actually did a video on this. But for the life of me, I can't remember what he did and how he did it. Bro, this is the worst luck in the world. What the heck? Ugh, come on. Crab, I need you to leave me alone, please.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, so I got a story.
Oh.
So I had to go outside, so I went to go check what Nuffy was growling at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. There's nothing, like, I'm looking around, he's just growling. I'm like, okay, so maybe it's the hail scaring him. So I go outside, there's no hail. There's no signs that there was hail. Nothing. So I'm like, okay, I'm freaked out. So I go upstairs, because that's where the sound kind of sounded like it was coming from. Nothing's upstairs, checked all the rooms. Nothing's going on, like, worse than what's already happened. So I decided to go outside and investigate. I took like 2 big flashlights because I'm like, I'm not getting McMurdered today. And I kept repeating that loudly, hoping that any potential murderers wouldn't kill me.
Good idea.
And then I get all the way around to where my office window is because that's where the sound kind of came from. And there's like this little... Okay, so there's like windows for my basement, right? And they're like these little small... I don't know how to explain them, but they're just small, kind of like rectangle windows that you could just kind of see into the basement with. And they have like screens over them. So apparently the screen, whatever was hooking it to my house, rusted off because it was like hanging off by the flap. I think the wind was hitting it and making a noise that just kind of sounded like metal pelting against the house. Is the only thing I can think of. Because there's no hail. There's nothing going on upstairs. I have no idea what happened. But it was terrifying because Nuffy does not growl like that. So something spooked him.
Interesting.
I hope I didn't walk outside with a murderer.
I mean, I hope not.
And just taunting him. But everything's okay. I just don't understand what happened. Anyway, not that exciting of a story, but I wanted to tell you what happened.
Nice. I thank you. That actually makes me feel a little bit better because I was like, oh God, what if she doesn't come back? Where's my friend? What do I do?
So what did I miss with the...
Me struggling to find a quartz and failing, but finding a topaz and an earth crystal that are going to serve as gifts. I just bought a parsnip from Cart Lady. Let's see how we're doing. Damn it, no hearts yet? We gotta be getting close to 1 heart. We gotta be getting close. Because I've given him 3 gifts now. So, I mean, you didn't miss much. I was just kind of rambling on about how would one route this. Like, if you did this as a legitimate speedrun where you were paying attention to what you were doing, how would it be done? And I really have not come up with an easy answer. Like, I feel like you would have to go to the mines, and you would have to, like...
I feel like that's, like, the only, like, how else would you genuinely do it?
I have no idea. I mean, because I think I had a good idea at first of the, you know, going for the purple mushrooms. But then, if you end up like me and you don't get any purple mushrooms, like, then what?
Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of random. Like, the RNG for mushrooms is just kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's really, really random.
Is there any more questions? Oh, yeah. What was your first impression of each other?
Oh my god, that's going so far back in my memory right now.
Mine's easy. I was in awe that you even wanted to talk to me.
Oh my gosh.
Because that was whenever I was still, like, relatively new to the forum. And kind of just getting my footing. And
mine was like that too with you though, because you were so creative and kind, and like you had all these great ideas, and I was like, I've got a jar of dirt,
I
essentially.
mean, if by great ideas you mean like extreme, like edgy cringe that I would throw at you in like 16 messages at once, yeah, sure.
Well, I mean,
Creative.
I liked it though because I was the opposite of edgy at that point in my life, even though I like wanted to be. And so I was like, oh my gosh, somebody who actually like has lived life and has actual ideas instead of the idealistic fantasy world that I tended to live in at the time. But I adored you. I was like, yes, that one. I will be keeping that one in my life now. Thank you.
I just remember sending you so many messages. I'm surprised you even wanted to talk to me. Like, I would just be like, is like 6 messages too many? Maybe I should send like 5 more every time I have a new thought instead of just waiting to send it. Nah, I'm just gonna send a couple more. Don't worry.
The best part was that I had very limited time on the computer, so I would get on like once a week to the forum, and I would have like 50 messages from you. It would take almost the full hour that I would probably be allowed to get through my messages half the time.
See? It's cringe.
It's great. It's love. I like being love bombed, honestly. Like, I mean, it's a red flag if, like, it happens with certain people, but, like, I like it. I enjoy when
I mean, in my defense at the time, I was like 14, 13 even, but it's still bad. I feel bad.
No, it's lovely.
I'm glad you enjoyed it because I feel like most people did not care for the spam.
I adored it because it meant you hadn't forgotten about me. And for some reason, that was like my biggest fear ever, was that people were just gonna be like, we don't care about Shiny anymore. I mean, I have serious friendship abandonment issues in case no one's picked up on that yet. And that was my thing of like, oh my gosh, I still matter to people that I care about, and it was great, even though I would really sometimes be like, bruh, I have an hour a week on the computer right now, because I would get in trouble and get grounded or whatnot, and I'd be like, I don't have time for this. I have to do other things in my life, and these people sending me a million messages, but I made time for them because they meant the world to me. Please be another quartz in here, because I found a quartz. I'd like another one. Also kind of have to pee, but there's no peeing in speedrunning.
Would you marry a celebrity?
I think it would. Well, I mean, I'm already married, so I mean, the ship has sailed regardless. But if I was not, I think it would depend on the celebrity. Like, I don't think I would just because someone was a celebrity. I feel like I'm saying that word weird. It doesn't make sense in my brain. Celebrity. But I mean, if they were somebody who was a genuinely nice person and, you know, either stood for things I believed in or whatever, like, I think I could do. I think I could. Like, it wouldn't be a turn off, I guess, is maybe what I'm saying.
I feel like I would say no until I think about, like, what you would define as a celebrity. Because if we're talking about that one streamer I sent you stuff about, hell
yeah.
fucking yes, but otherwise, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but, you know, they're not good enough for you anyway, so. I
don't know about all that.
To be fair, I haven't watched very much of their stuff, and I legitimately do not know anything about them, but nobody's ever good enough for you in my mind, so there's
Oh, here's a good follow-up. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, God. I'm trying to think of how to categorize this, like, because I could give a musician, I could give a TikTok star, I could probably give a streamer, maybe? I'd have to think about that one for a second. Like, are we talking male, female? Like, I need guidelines.
There's so, Okay, I say since we're doing stream stuff, do streamer.
Oh god, this is the one that I have the most trouble thinking about. Um... Oh gosh. If he ever sees this, he's never ever gonna speak to me. And it's
Don't
gonna be
forget you
sad
still
to
have
me.
your passes if it's too much.
No, I think it'll be fine. I'm still in the early days of my streaming, so he'll probably never see this. And like not in a I would marry him kind of way, but I do kind of have a little bit of a thing for Habu. Stardew speedrunner, etc. If you've seen anything to do with Stardew speedrunning, he's probably been involved in it in some capacity. I don't know what it is, but I just kind of find him adorable. It's really weird. But, like, I'm so new to, like, following streamers that I don't really crush on streamers so much as I am just, like, ultimate fangirl over them. So I'm not even sure that that's even accurate, but I have said that before about Habu, so I'm just gonna go with it. Where in the hell is this freaking ladder? Thank you. Oh god, it's a boss slime, but they might drop something good. I do not need to be wasting my time on this, but I'm waiting for the freaking night market, so may as well.
Video games or sports?
Prefer video games, but I do enjoy watching sports. So I'm not necessarily against sports, but I would probably choose video games. Bruh, please. Please, leave me alone. Please. I am absolutely dying. Get out of here. Oh my god, I actually did almost die. It's gonna take me a while to walk down, so I may
What is your favorite season?
Fall. Absolutely 100% no contest. Best season ever.
That is the correct answer.
For the 2 weeks that we get of fall here in the South, it's perfect temperature. You can wear whatever you want. Like, I could be in shorts and a t-shirt, or I can be in jeans and a sweater, and I'm gonna be fine either way. The leaves are pretty. All the bugs have gone to hell where they belong. It's just everything. And then it turns into whatever winter we're going to have, or it turns back into summer again. So it's kind of...
I don't know why that's so funny.
Shut up, Evelyn. I know I'd check the trash. I don't care. Leave me alone.
Have you ever cried at a film? If so, which one?
Oh, God. I'm a big crier at movies.
Same.
I will cry at pretty much everything. I cry every time I watch Spirit. I cry every time I watch Titanic. I cry watching Forrest Gump. I cry... Oh my god. I cry at everything. It's be a shorter list for me to say, like, what I haven't cried at, honestly.
Well, it won't be as embarrassing during our movie nights when I start bawling like a baby over stupid shit.
I am absolutely the biggest crybaby of all time. It's really, really bad.
There's this one movie I want to show you, and I want to see if you'll cry at it, because, like, I showed it to my siblings, and some of them cried and some of them didn't, and it's, like, one of my favorite movies, but it kills me.
But what is it? You can't just leave me there.
It's called, hold on, I always forget the full name. It's just called Wolf Children. I think it has, like, a full title, but...
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yes, I've not seen it, but I have heard of it. And I do believe we have it at my work, as a matter of fact. But yes, we could 100% do that. I think we need to just do a variety of different things when we next get to meet up. So we need to we'll watch that movie. I will probably cry. 'Cause like I said, gigantic crybaby. Extreme.
How long have you been friends? So I'm assuming us.
Good frickin' gazillion bajillion years, essentially. At this point, I don't really know how else to describe it, because I feel like it has actually been a really long time.
Oh no, 2007 was 15 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. So, almost half my life. In February, it'll like, be exactly half my life, which is terrifying.
Wow.
And I
It
feel
does not feel like it's
so
been that
old.
long.
I'm really old. Like, should I just go to the nursing home now, or like, or is someone gonna pick me up? Like, what the heck? Okay.
What is the meaning of your gamer tag?
Um, the only name I could come up with and felt comfortable with, because I don't really have a identity as a gamer, in terms of like my personality and stuff. So it's a name I felt comfortable going by on the internet, and then since I game, it shiny games. It's a thing I do. It took all of like half of an atom of a brain cell to come up with. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of how I ended up. Definitely was not creative at all.
It's cute.
Well, hopefully cute is also memorable to
Yes.
an extent.
Well, I mean, it is to me, but that's just because I've known you as Shine so long.
This is very true. Okay, wizard, how many hearts? 1 heart! We have 1 heart. We have 4 more hearts to go, and it's been 50 minutes. God, I hate everything.
Okay, so this is technically the last one because the other one is, do you have any pets? And we already answered that with a different question. So this is, what do you do to keep fit? And this is the final question.
I lift heavy books and I squat down to the lower shelf to put them up. That's pretty much it. I get negative exercise. I wish I didn't. I just don't have really the time to invest in actually like getting movement. So unfortunately, that's kind of what it looks like at this point in my life.
And that concludes the Q&A.
That was a very formal, lovely ending. And that was fun, actually, which I am still going to finish up this speed run because Mama didn't raise no quitter. Actually, I quit lots of things, but I don't want to quit this. But that was really fun. Thank you for doing that and for asking all those questions.
Of course, and sorry I kept like interjecting with my own stories.
No,
I do that a lot.
It was fabulous. It makes me feel like, you know, that you understand and you can relate, and I do that all the time, so I try not to get onto other people for doing it because I don't want people getting onto me for something that I do. Shit, at this point I probably could have just done a damn mines run. Whatever. I don't know why I'm like staking my whole heart on the night market, but for some reason I keep thinking the cart lady is gonna have something at the night market that I can give to him.
What level is he at right now?
He is at 1 heart. Now I'm gonna get 2, I think, for the birthday gift. So that'll put him at 3, but I'm pretty sure it has to be at 5 hearts to get into his thingy-majig. That I have to get into to change the appearance or whatever.
I think so. That sounds right to me.
I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 5. If it's 6, I'm gonna cry. But I'm pretty sure it's 5 hearts. So the next 2 hearts are gonna be really easy because of his birthday. And doing a loved gift. And ooh, I just.
Oh, do you want to know how many hearts it is?
Yes, please.
4.
Ooh, okay. Well, sweet. So I will just work on getting him up as high as I can before giving him his birthday gift. Which, I mean, his birthday is literally tomorrow. So I don't really know how that's gonna work, but I have plenty of gifts, I think. I think I'm really good on the gift thing. I may actually just not search for gifts anymore. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm done. I'm done with this. But I really kind of still wanted to go to the night market. It's probably unnecessary though. The coffee would be helpful, but it's unnecessary. So we're gonna go home. I'm probably still gonna sell stuff because I don't know how to end a day without chucking a bazillion things into the shipping bin. I'm really glad I put these paths down. This was actually very smart of me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get a quartz. And I'm actually going to go give it to him now, because that'll be 2 gifts for the week. And so we should get a bonus at the end of the week because we gave the max gifts. And then his birthday tomorrow, we'll give him the purple mushroom. And that'll be 2 hearts. And then after tomorrow, I'm just going to sleep to the next week because there's no point in running down here and talking to him every day. It's not going to give enough.
No, yeah, you'd have to.
It's just not worth it. Like, if I didn't have to run all the way down here, maybe. But nah, too much. It's not going to decay that much. Now, if I could do, like, the special requests and stuff like that, it'd be better. What? I've already given him 2 this week? When did I do that? I have no memory of giving him another gift. I just remember the last one that I did.
Well, at least you have another gift for next week.
Good point. Well, that was odd. Anyway, going home. Also, I get my weeks confused on here because the calendar starts on Mondays and, like, quests reset on Mondays, but, like, the gifting week starts on Sundays, and so I get very confused.
Oh, is that how that goes? That's weird.
It's really strange. I've learned the most random things about this game. And most of them are not even that helpful, and then you stumble across, like, a random situation where they are helpful. This is the least optimal path I've ever seen, but you know what? It works. Okay, well, we're just gonna get ready for tomorrow, then. I'm so glad my bots are working. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I tested the Twitter one and the one for me. I even pinned your Twitter. I like pinning that.
Yay. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to keep up with me. I don't actually use the Instagram. I have it, and I want to use it at some point, but...
I need to make another Twitter account so I can actually follow you.
Yes, that would be fun. I would appreciate that.
I don't really use social media much, but I will for that.
Yeah, most of the social media I use Facebook personally for sharing memes. And then I use TikTok for watching stupid videos and following people that I like for one reason or another. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't use social media as, like, a normal person uses it to communicate, because that sucks. Yep, 3 hearts. Now, if you'll excuse me, sure. And I didn't bring a tool, and it would take too long to run down my energy anyway, so I'm just gonna go home. Otherwise, I would just pass out. So if I can die in the mines, why can't we add swimming to Stardew Valley, and I could just, like, almost drown myself, and Harvey just get me out of that, and like the same thing as, like, passing out in the mine. Like, why can't I just drown? That's a terrible question, but...
I'm so morbid, but I get what you mean.
It's so morbid, but, like, I just really can't be asked to walk all the way home.
Yeah, Concerned Ape. Why can't we drown? What the hell?
Why can't we swim? Like, there's a mod that lets you swim, but I don't want a mod. I want to swim, like, in the vanilla game.
Hi, Nappy. Are you done growling, baby?
I mean, because you swim in the, like... I almost said the hothouse. The, bathhouse thing. And there's a Jody marriage mod, where you can swim. But other than that, you don't really swim anywhere, and it's weird. Like, if I can fish, and I can pour my watering can out on lava to cool it off so I can walk on it, I feel like swimming should be a thing.
I agree. Maybe, well, I was gonna say maybe an update, but I don't know. Is he still gonna update this game? Or did we get our final update?
I feel like I don't know if he's said anything specific, but more than likely, we probably have had the last major update, at least for a long time. I would assume Haunted Chocolatier would have to be out and rocking and rolling before he would consider another update of Stardew.
That makes sense.
Oh, you bitch! Why can't you be 4 stars? If I had gotten freaking purple mushrooms, it wouldn't be in this situation. But I'm very excited for Haunted Chocolatier, and I'm so happy for the mobile players that finally got the 1.5 update. They were waiting very, very patiently for so long. Well, some of them were waiting patiently. Some of you were not waiting so patiently. But I get it. Like, it really sucks to have everybody else have, God, what is it? Oh, almost 2 years of an update and you not have it. But I can't imagine playing Stardew on mobile.
Yeah, that just sounds difficult. Like, it's already hard as it is.
I have great respect for mobile players, and I'm so happy that they finally have the 1.5 update. Because so much was in that update, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'll never forget getting back onto the game after the update dropped, and like everything hit all at the same time. Like I got so many cutscenes, so many different things start happening, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I really need to play the update. Just, like, I started it when it came out. I was really excited. And then sometimes my brain will get in, like, this... I have to be, like, prepared for something. Or I really need to just be in the right mood. Like, the stars need to align for me to play something. And it just wasn't it, and I never got back into it.
It's so much fun. I mean, now that I know pretty much everything there is to know about the update, it's extremely fun. It can be a little overwhelming at times playing on vanilla because having a whole other ass farm to deal with can be a lot. Because I'm that person that I have to take care of my animals every day and I have to pet them every single day. And you really can't do that if you want to efficiently use the Ginger Island farm. Oh, hey, 4 hearts. Bye, dude.
Oh, nice. 1 hour, that's not bad.
Here we go. Something like that. Hour 33. That hairstyle is an actual look, though. Oh my god, I have a mustache, too. I added myself a mustache. Oh my god. If Shawnee Doo was an emo kid, that's exactly what it would look like. That's a traumatic experience that I did not need to have in my brain. Okay, well that was fun.
GG's.
Oh my god, and I left it like that. Nightmare fuel. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was so much fun. It took so much longer than I thought it would. So hopefully those were good Q&A questions. I tried not to look at them so I wouldn't be prepared. But I just kind of went on random websites and copy pasted a bunch of stuff and took out stuff that I knew didn't apply to me. Like I don't have any siblings, so asking me about siblings, you just get a blank stare. But yeah, that was extremely fun. Hopefully I'll be able to do more speedruns without questions and with a little more thought and routing behind them at some point. But I have a headache and it's half an hour past my normal time of ending this. Thank you so much for asking the questions and hanging out with me for this long. You're amazing
No
and
problem.
a saint.
It was fun.
You're a saint. You're a saint and wonderful and epic and all the things, all the complimentary words that can be had and said and given to you. I'm out of words. My brain is done. My brain's so beyond done right now. I'm done.
Get some rest. Don't worry. It was a good time. I had fun.
I'm very, very glad. Hopefully Neffy won't start growling at things again and you won't have weird stalker people throwing stones at your house or whatever was going on.
I'm deluding myself into just thinking it was just It was just the whatever the fuck was crap poop. Yeah, good night.
It's okay to swear on here, I promise. There are a lot of streamers I follow where it's much, much worse. I just try to keep it as low as I can, just so that I don't get too close to Twitch's line. But I think it's good. I think as long as I'm not making fun of someone and using the words for that, I think it's pretty good. Oh my god. Ugh, excuse me, that was like right in the microphone. Ugh. Oh my gosh. So I can let you go vocally if you want and end the stream, or you can just camp out.
I'm gonna get off because these headphones suck. My ears are hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, this is not your fault. I gotta figure out a mic situation. I did not expect that other one to finally keel over. All right. Good night. Bye. Love you.
Good night. Bye. Love you too. Thank you. Mwah. Oh, I'm just gonna hang out in the voice channel and get out of it later. Well, that was a lot and that was fun. Hopefully, you all enjoyed watching me struggle and you feel like you know me a little bit better now. Woo! Oh my goodness. Alright, so next week, 17th, right now on the schedule is to do some more of our perfection / jerk playthrough, because I have decided I do want to take it to perfection over time. So we'll be checking back in with Brad unless I come up with an idea I'd rather do in the meantime. We'll just have to see. I don't plan on playing anything new at the moment, because I do want to kind of, even though I want to do a first time playing such and such, I do kind of want to get a handle on games, at least make sure I know what the point is before I play a new game on stream. So we're probably just going to do a lot of Stardew for the next little while until I get those other games up under my belt. But I do have Prop Hunter. I don't know anyone else that has Prop Hunter, and I'm going to assume it'd be more fun with like a big group. But we'll see if some servers will let us in. And then I also have American Truck Simulator, which looks like a lot of fun to me because I love any game that lets you like drive around. I always think those types of games are really cool. So that's what we're going to do. And then it'll be my birthday week. The week after that, we're going to be chilling out that Tuesday night. But who knows? Maybe I'll pop up on my actual birthday. That's for me to know and for you to find out. Oh, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you are following me on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you're following my Twitch, keeping up with me. And I will see you guys again next Tuesday night. Thank you so much for hanging out, and send Break all the love as well. An immense thanks for going through that bonkers long list of questions tonight. Mwah. Love you all so very much. Remember to go and vote a 20-something loser and Joe some other letter in G. I'm sorry, Joe. I will look it up right after this. I promise. I'm so sorry. Go find them, follow them, and vote. You can only vote until through this weekend for the first round of voting. So get at it and support your favorite Stardew streamers. That's all for me tonight. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.